up. Oh, okay, we're live. All right. Okay. Pop up chat. Hit the like button. Close that out.
What the hell? My computer's screwing up on me again.
Oh, give me a hard time this morning.
Yeah. It says we're live, but I'm not showing us being live. Oh, yeah, I guess I am.
Close that out.
Okay, so live chat. Make you since it's going a little squirrely, I'm gonna. Yeah, got it. Co-host. Yes.
Okay. Good morning, anybody that's in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, we'll see who gets to be here this morning. We got what, Mike or AZ or who? Yeah, let's go with Mike this morning. Mike will be there this morning. Yep. And happy Easter, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. A little slow getting going this morning, but anyways, we'll get there.
This old guy had a hard time getting rolling this morning.
Well, I was up about 4:30 and I woke up and I thought I just had to go pee, but all of a sudden two dogs jumped off the bed and headed downstairs. I went, oh, I guess I got to go down. So I come down and play with the computer till about 5:30. Oh wow! Good morning, Mr. Logan Carpenter. This morning, you're first. All right. We're just getting things fired up here now, trying to get everything going, get the invites out and all that stuff. So, hope it's warm where you are. It's a little chilly here this morning where we are. Like what, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 21. Supposed to go to 43 degrees Fahrenheit, but I guess we got a big storm coming. So for the next couple days, well, tomorrow's 100% chance of precipitation. So, uh, uh, yep. Happy Bunny Day. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Jakes. Drone Life. Good morning. Yeah, next 2 days not looking good, but after that, actually starting about Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to warm right up. We're going to be right up into the 60s, eh? You know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week there. So, and I go back to work Tuesday. So, calling for a quarter inch of snow on Tuesday, but yeah, I don't know. They're saying Toronto and stuff could get a lot of snow and stuff. So,
Yeah.
just here, Logan says he's just here messing around with his new DJI FPV. Woohoo! Good stuff.
Wow.
Got a new DJI FPV. Oh,
New edition.
yeah. That one I wouldn't mind trying in stabilized mode, just to.
Yeah, it's just the goggles thing isn't my.
Yeah.
Well, simply because I always fly by myself, and legally you can't fly by yourself FPV.
Yeah.
You have to have a spotter.
Now I heard something about them changing the law or something. Who was talking about it? Somebody last night. Oh, I think was it Dre that was on Adrian's last night. We were talking about something about the something about having go and that the government's relaxing something a bit on it or something on the FPV community. So, See, Dre put out a video last night about, or yesterday, I think it was about Litchi, him doing cinematic shots with the Litchi program or something.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Justin, no problem. Justin said he'd be on in a few minutes, so. But Logan said he's still learning, but not going into manual mode yet. He still sounds like he's running the stabilized mode, so. I mean, that's what I'd be doing, Logan. Yeah.
Okay, they're sent out.
Everything's all sent out, all the inbox.
All the invites are sent out. Now all I need to do is to go over here.
Yeah, you gotta put the link in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, anybody noticed that Paul last night did a really good video last night of a ship last night during the dark there. If anybody's interested, brand new video on his channel this morning. Did a really good job there using the Autel drone, the Nano Plus, I guess. Yeah.
Yep, the Nano Plus.
Yep, there you go, Paul, pinned into the chat.
Okay, so all of my morning maintenance is done.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it turned out fairly well, Paul. I do.
Yeah. Well, you get that little thing figured out. Like everyone's got their own little thing, right? You just gotta figure out what you gotta do.
I got the sticks pretty much down so that they're not, you know, quirky, jerky.
You just gotta get that speed thing at nighttime figured out.
Right.
Well, I hope it warms up in a little while. They around noon gonna head out to my sister's today. Hopefully get all the lawnmowers running today.
Just in time for some more snow.
Yeah, it's in time for more snow. Well, I change oil and spark plugs, the air filters. I got some pulleys, new pulleys to put on, new blades to put on.
Well, you go back on the road Tuesday?
Back on Tuesday. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I had a good visit last night to get down to where my friends for coffee there last night. And there was what, three other couples that were there too, that were all friends of mine.
Yeah.
They were all there too last night. So,
Well, that was
quite a few. Yeah, there's about 9 of us there last night.
Yeah.
Having coffee and stuff. So,
Did Gracie behave herself while you were gone?
yeah. I make sure I get everything up usually before I leave, but I'm gonna take them with me today. So, we're gonna go down to Diane's. So,
Oh yeah, they'll like that, won't they?
oh yeah, let them run around down there.
There'll be all kinds of fresh new smells.
Oh yeah.
Here's the sun just came out here, Paul.
Oh, look at that. Yep. But it's cold.
Oh yeah, look at that's icy snow there.
Yeah, they said it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit, Paul, but it feels like 21. So
yeah,
She's pretty cool out there this morning. What's that in Celsius? Let's go take a quick look at it's -3 and feels like -6 in Celsius. So go to the hourly forecast, see when it's gonna warm up. Well, it's supposed to be at the freezing mark at 9 o'clock. Won't even reach 41 degrees till 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I don't know if I'm flying today or not. I should throw some battery, couple batteries on just in case. See, the agent threw some money at me last night, at midnight last night.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was invoiced. I sent it out about 2 weeks ago, but I had to go around to pay me. He was so busy, that guy.
Well, here's my teeny martini bar this morning.
Oh, there's people there already this morning sitting outside.
Yep.
It is. Come on, guys, you can do it here. I'm waiting for the. Oh, don't want to load up here this morning. How come? On the Weather Channel.
Well, they're sitting around with no sleeves on the gals right here, so I'm guessing it's got to be in the 70s, doesn't it?
72 degrees, Paul.
72. Okay.
Yep. And the wind's 6, gusting to 9 this morning. So she's definitely flyable this morning.
Well, are you guessing is that dad with his daughters, or do you think that that's just a guy that's got chicks?
Dad with daughters.
Yeah, this might be the wife over here with her back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much going on down there.
No.
Hey, Marshall's here, and Sarah. Happy Easter to you too, Sarah.
Hey, good morning, Sarah, and happy Easter. And Marshall, good morning. Hey, Mr. Marshall's in the house this morning. All right.
I don't know whether to keep this or
Oh, I
send it,
would, Paul.
or send it back, huh?
Oh, it's up to you.
Well, the only thing is, the other day they showed me how to link it so that I can
Yeah.
do more with it.
Yeah.
I took it with me down by the water last night, and it didn't have any Wi-Fi. It wasn't linked. So does that mean every time I link it, I have to go to the phone and go through that whole process again?
Well, the other day I had to link mine again too, with the Crystal Sky. But the reason I just had to go in and make it discoverable. It was just a quick setting in my phone. It was easy to do. But see, I never had that problem with the iPad because I had a SIM card in it.
Yeah.
If you got a SIM card in it, it'll be live all the time, Paul. Then you don't ever have to worry about it.
That's what I need to do is probably go, what it's cost me $20-$30 a month to get a SIM card.
Yep.
For this.
Yeah. And you'll be minimum charge on there because you're not going to be using it to search the internet. You're not going to be using it for a lot of stuff. The only thing you're using it for is flying. But anyways,
well, I think I can get a SIM card, unlimited data, for like $25 a month or something.
Well, if you just piggyback off your own system, it shouldn't even cost you that much. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out.
Yeah. But see, my iPad, I got a SIM card in it, so I never had to worry about linking or nothing like that. Well, how would you ever use your Crystal Sky, Paul? Because you never had a SIM card in that, so.
I never used it for that, just strictly for monitoring the drone.
Yeah. Well, see, most of it, that's all I ever have to do too, Paul. But when I get into an area where I have to have a link in order to, um, get permission to fly and all that crap, it's got to be hooked up. So that's when I just go back into my phone, make discoverable, and then actually I can do it pretty quick. But it just, yeah. But like I said, with my iPad, never did it because it's got a SIM card in it. So,
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice bright screen and everything,
yep, yeah, oh yeah,
but the only reason I was thinking about sending it back was the only one I really need it for, because I have the smart controller,
yep.
is the only one I need it for. Because the smart controller, as the drones I have now, will fly the Mini 2, which I don't fly at all, but it still goes through the smart controller, and the Air 2S.
Yeah.
This would work if I'm going to fly the
That one.
Nano Plus in the
But
day.
yeah, but so if you use that with the Nano Plus, there is no geo zone, so you don't need it, right?
Right, exactly. And at this rate in time, when it's light out, the Air 2 is the one I grabbed, the Air 2S.
Yep.
So, and for the $900 that this
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
I don't know. Now, if I were to get a different, but then that's cost you more money. I'd like to get the Evo Plus.
Yeah. The Evo 2?
Yeah, that's $1,600.
Yep. I think I wouldn't mind an Evo 2, the 6K one.
Yep.
I wouldn't do the 8K because actually the 6K is better than the 8K, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what it just, I don't know. I gotta stop getting in that cycle though of buying and selling right away,
Yeah.
Lynn always gets mad at me. So how's everybody doing today? We only got 2 people watching, Paul.
Well, it's pretty quiet this morning, Paul. Well, it is Easter, right?
Yep, it's Easter, and
Justin said he'd be out in a few minutes there. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a slow day today, I think. Anyways, oh, that hurts.
did you get yourself some breakfast today?
Oh yeah, coffee is my breakfast. Always is every morning. The odd time I have some cereal, but I went out last night and I went and got groceries yesterday, and so what I did was I go to my friends, and every once in a while I take something, So last night I took an apple pie last night with an apple
that was
crumble
nice.
pie with me last night. So I had that, and just as I was getting ready to leave here, my brother showed up with a meal. So what I did was I just put in the fridge when I got home, and when before I left, so I'll have it when I get home. So I had it last night about 9:30. I was late getting supper last night, so I come home, threw it in the microwave for a few minutes, and ate it last night. So yeah, turkey and ham, potatoes, carrots. Pretty good stuff. So I kind of ate late last night. So
Okay,
and today,
Paul, I'm gonna show you some raw footage. It's not lightened up at all, but
oh yeah,
I'm gonna show you some raw footage. This is the return flight where I couldn't get it to go. It took forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let me screen share. There we go. There we go. Screen share. Okay, you see it? Are you seeing it, Paul?
Yep. I got, yep.
Okay, so I've got full stick forward and I want to go over to here
Yeah. Yeah.
where I'm standing. And you'll notice all of a sudden it like stops, not moving much.
Yeah.
It's right there. It stops. It's not moving much at all. Like, in fact, it even appears to be moving backwards.
Hey, good morning, AZ, Marie, and Mike.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody just trying to come in. Must have been slow. Maybe to get the notices out on YouTube.
Yeah, AZ, there's full stick forward and it's not moving
Yeah.
because I'm controlling it down here. And so now I'm doing a side slide, figuring, well, maybe if I move over, I don't know. And it's still full stick forward. Starts to move a little bit. But I'm wondering if it isn't the sensors like you think, AZ, because might be just because it's all dark underneath. I don't know. But it seems that it starts to pick up speed when it starts to see things. Like right there, right now, it's starting to pick up speed. Not a lot of speed, but it's picking up some speed.
Yeah.
So what I do is I think I come over closer to the shore, do a side slide. And it seems like when I get over at that angle, it starts to pick up. See it?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
How you doing?
Hey, Justin. Yeah.
Good.
What I'm showing is the Nano Plus. It just like stalled out. It wasn't.
Tony, you better call Altel before you have a serious problem with that thing.
Yeah.
But see, now it's starting to pick up speed, Paul.
Yeah, they're picking up speed.
Yep.
AZ said, how windy was it?
8 or 9 mile an hour, maybe 10. But see, it starts to slow down there. So then I adjust it again back that way and off it goes.
Well, I mean, if you really feel like there's an issue with it, I would definitely give Altel a call.
Well, here's what I'm not sure, Justin. Is it me? Am I not setting something right? Should I be turning off all of my collision avoidance sensors at nighttime because of maybe it's seeing things that I'm not seeing? Because there I am right there.
Why do you have them on at night?
Well, I'm not sure how to turn them off. I think you go up to the top and you push a button, but I got to figure that out.
Well, I'm assuming they don't do like DJI though, where you put it in sports mode and it shuts them off automatically.
No.
I wonder how good that thing would do going full bore at a bridge and in sports mode.
And the other thing too is if you turn it off in ludicrous mode, it defaults back to standard mode. And I don't think that last night I put it in ludicrous mode.
AZ said call Altel too.
Yeah. But anyway. But it took forever to get back. But is what it is.
Hey, Marie.
Marie.
Yeah, AZ said the sensors shouldn't slow it down at all. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think.
But the funny thing is, if you go back to where you were, Paul, on the video, when you were getting closer to you, I was looking to the right, and you could see the flags standing out, but they were not in the same direction you were flying. The wind, it was kind of
Yeah, I was flying a crosswind
crosswind. Yeah, like you weren't flying into the wind,
directly into
you
wind.
weren't flying downwind, you were flying kind of crossways to the wind. So
AZ, you know, the sad part of it is as much as I love this little Nano and the camera, the question I have is the little bit bigger Autel, the light, or the Evo 2, like the 4K or the 6K or the 8K or whatever. Do they have the same sensor? In other words, would I be able to get night vision with those? And would they have, I'm guessing, would have stronger motors?
Oh yeah, they're much faster.
So maybe my experiment as far as,
I mean, I think AZ may be correct too. It might have been the wind only because that thing is so underpowered compared to like
Yeah.
the Mini 2.
yeah, well, they Paul's doing the odd trip at nighttime. It's gonna one of these times definitely it's got to be no wind at all, right?
That's what sucks is that he needs to be in a place like where I'm at in Florida where it's not windy hardly ever. So where you could actually throw it up and go full bore in a non-windy spot and see how fast it actually gets up to. Because he was saying it was maxing out at what, like 18, and it's supposed to be a little bit faster than that. It's supposed to be around 30, right?
yeah, in the daytime over the north end of Port Huron, one day I, was messing with the sensors, and, it was, when I first got it, I think I got it up to maybe 16 to 17 miles an hour.
Yeah, and I think its top speed was supposed to be closer to around the spark, around 28 or so.
Yeah, I never got it to 28.
Yeah, Mike, damn wind. Government needs to go ahead and just remove all the air from the sky for us.
Hey, Paul, I may have to drop out in a few minutes.
Okay.
My son just
Aerial?
my son just texted me. He said, "You home?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Want a coffee?" I said, "Sure." So I guess he's coming over. He's gonna grab a
Okay.
coffee.
All right.
Just, do you want a Timmy's?
Yeah,
What kind of question is that?
Yeah, really. Eh?
Your friends and family know you too well, Paul.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's nice that he's coming
But
over.
now, how does he? How do the pupper dogs get along with your son?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to say somebody's coming because, especially him, they'll go ballistic for the next 10 minutes till he gets here. So,
Watch him bring him like a McDonald's coffee.
yeah, probably.
That's all they had.
No, he knows. So. He knows I like my Timmy's. Yeah. Is Bill coming? Oh boy.
Easy 15 miles an hour is max. That's it.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be up to like in the high 20s.
15.
Jesus, that's fucking slow.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But AZ, is the sensor as good on the other that are faster and stronger as this one?
I get one of them FPV boys to rip them motors out and put some bigger ones in there. Jesus, that's slow.
See, Marie, the key to the door is a Timmy's.
What?
A key to the door is a Timmy's. You want to come in my house? You gotta.
You just not. If you ever want to rob Paul, you just knock on that door and say Timmy's.
Oh, you need to get a Ring doorbell that has a barcode reader in it. So if it doesn't have a Timmy's barcode on
out.
whatever they got in their hand, they can't come in.
Yep. AG Drone said if he was going to ask you want a steak, Paul was going to say, no, I'm busy for coffee. I always have time. Yeah. It was 8 after the firmware went up to 15, not even go 15. Not
So
sure.
it was it started out at 8 for the.
Jesus Christ, that's slow. I'd have been pissed if I bought that.
Yeah.
That's all I said. That's really my only gripe with that thing. But that still makes me not want to buy one at 15 miles an hour. That's slow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I love that.
Yeah, it's got such a good camera though on it.
Right. Well, I guess if you wanted it just for some slow cinematic type shots, I guess it'd be good. But me, I love popping the Air 2 and the Mini 2 into sports mode and just fucking going balls to the wall.
Yeah.
I hate going slow.
Does anybody know who that is? 10807
Yeah, they come in all the time.
Oh, okay, cool. I never heard of that one before. But anyways, yeah, happy Easter.
They've never gotten out of line or anything. They've come in quite a few times. So,
Oh, cool.
matter of fact, I think they were in here yesterday.
Well, let's just go have a quick look at their channel. I just haven't seen them before. Okay. They don't have any videos. They got
Yeah,
only
one
got 2
subscriber.
Yeah, they're probably just a viewer.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, shit, my YouTube account is from 2014, but I didn't start posting videos till a year and a half ago. I was just a watcher for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, AZ.
Yeah.
Your anonymity has been bugging the living piss out of me.
Well, do you have to change that every time you fly? Because I changed that already to speed mode, and that's the reason I could catch that chip and get around down in the end versus video mode.
AZ, you think I can figure out who you are? I want to challenge myself, but I wouldn't tell anybody if I figured it out.
So, Marie, did you like the night video? I know she likes those night ship videos.
Yeah, it seems like you've been doing a lot of those lately. Your anonymity. Your identity. Right? Using that word correctly?
Yep. Mr. Anonymous.
Yeah. I think I can figure out who he is, but I wouldn't tell anybody if I did. Only because I just want to know for myself. Hold on. No, you don't. Last time we set on video. What?
Well, I went in after watching a video and changed it over from video priority to speed priority. And that's what I flew on last night. I thought it was speed priority. Because I found it buried, and you had to hit the right arrow and they go over, then you pick this.
Hey, I know everybody can see this picture.
Is that Bonnie?
Yeah, it was Bonnie when she was younger.
Oh, my.
Huh? Wow.
I think I figured it out, AZ, but I'd email it to you.
I want to give this to my son when he comes. There's all the pictures from him in school and report cards. I think it was all that. I want to give it to him.
Marshall still hasn't moved yet, I don't think. I think he's still selling his house.
Well, I think he said he sold, the figure the house is sold, eh?
Oh,
He was saying there in the shop, yeah,
he'll be moving then pretty soon.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta pitch some peanuts out. Right back.
Oh, Daisy said, double check, Paul. I know we set speed high, but not video. Okay. All right. I got you. Oh, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, AZ, but you got to answer them. Oh, damn it. My phone's dead. You got that? Can you hand me my charger over there? So my phone's dead. Let me plug my phone in and turn my phone back on, AZ.
Don't
Wanna
mind me,
email
guys. I gotta throw some batteries on here in case I have to fly today. Oh,
I'm going to email you 3 questions, but you have to answer them honestly.
no.
Then I'll know if I'm correct or not. And then I'll send you the name. I think you are.
Okay, that's that charger. Okay. Oh. So that's that charger. Huh. No. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Well, there goes another $30 bag of peanuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got to throw a couple batteries on in case that agent wants me to fly today. Because I tell you, you ain't gonna fly for the next 2 days. The way things are going, the weather, holy mackerel. Oh, gonna be really, really nasty. I've been keeping this out. Here, Justin, just checking the weather this morning. And I wanted to show this Paul says, oh, you got to keep that, got to keep that. So anyways, I'll show you what here. See this girl here?
Uh-huh.
Look at her name.
Idaho. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you know it. That was like they were talking yesterday. What was that? TJ brought up the movie Meet the Fockers. You know, Gaylord's a real last name.
Yeah.
From the movie, the last name that he had, Gaylord Fokker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real last name in real life. I was like, oh my God, imagine having that last name, the shit you would get.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Especially in school. Oh my God, dude, the kids would be vicious.
Oh.
Hold on. God damn it, go back. All right. Where are you at? There you are.
I guess I got to clean off a SD card here, so that if I do have to fly, that's ready to go too. So, oh, guess who's awake? Wants outside. Come on, let's go. Okay, Vader went out. Good, she didn't.
Kelly Taylor's in the chat, Justin.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, this is like I said, if I do figure it out, I ain't telling nobody. Just saying.
I just looking out the back door here. We got a little bit of snow, but There's a funeral home right behind me. I'm looking in the parking lot. There's a cruiser here, police cruiser. Huh. Looks like he's sitting there, but I don't see anybody in it.
Hey, hold on. Let me.
Well,
Why does it keep spell checking me? Stop. That's how you spell it.
I thought my son might be here by now. Huh. Oh, okay. Why is that not on? Did I got the wrong drone? Oh no, it's right there. Okay.
Well, another Russian general has been killed in.
Another one? Yeah. Maybe it's that news one there, that one they sent to Syria that time. Okay. Great, you want in? Holy frick, that's cold out there. I don't know if I want to work on that lawnmower today.
Jake's Drone Life is in the chat.
Hmm.
Hey, Jake. Marie says it's a long line at Timmy's this morning.
Yeah, it might be. I just kind of wonder if they're even open because of Easter. But not very often at Timmy's
All right, AZ. I
close.
sent that. And if you want to just say in the chat if I was correct or not, or you can email me back either way. But I sent you the name.
No, because I want to eat a bagel and there's no bagel.
Gracie couldn't decide if she wanted a treat or not. She looked at me and took it, finally took it. Oh, okay. My alarm for my camera for the front door should go off anyways when he shows up. But I got the door, I got a thing in the window I can open right up to see it. So
No, and nobody asked me if I'm correct what his name is because I won't tell you. I figured it out for my damn self.
oh, Kelly's in the chat too. Good morning, Kelly. And Jake Stone Life. All right. It was funny. I was at the Fox News website this morning. Didn't say anything about a general being killed, but
It's killing me.
is Bill coming? Where's Bill? Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. She's all excited because Bill's coming. He should be here shortly. She's looking. She's looking right toward the front door. Yeah. Is Bill coming? Where's Bill? What? Yeah. Who's here? Who's here? Huh? What? Yeah. Is Bill coming? Look at her. She's just so alert. She's like, what?
You get them all riled up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Then they attack him when he comes in the door. They get so excited, start screaming. Yeah. No, Vader. No. Vader wants up to so bad right here. See him
What's-
trying to. No.
What's Jake Strome lifetime about? Go Ukraine, UA?
Mm,
What's going on? Something I missed something in the news.
yeah. Well, he's just saying go Ukraine because of killing that general again. Another general.
Like, why
Just
the
saying,
hell are there
go.
generals even in the battlefield?
Yeah.
Like, you would never hear that about a U.S. general getting killed on the battlefield because,
They're all sitting back at the Pentagon.
well, right, they would be in the command centers that are often a safe area coordinating it, but they have the ability to do that, right? So
Yeah.
it just shows Russia's lack of fucking actual experience or even understanding on how to run a campaign. It's ridiculous. Like, there's no reason why a general at all should be on the front lines at all.
I don't know why, Justin. It sounds like you're in a barrel all of a sudden, or in a hollow room. It just seems
Is
really
that better?
weird. That's better.
No, but I'm saying there's no reason why a general at all, especially with today's modern technology and the way you can run a campaign from a room, there's no reason why generals should be on a front line at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
it's
should be-
just, and it's not that it's like, oh, they shouldn't be on the front line to fight with their men. It's like they shouldn't be because they are the general. They need to be in a safe place running the campaign.
Yeah.
You don't need your high level people getting knocked off like that.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
Kids are
Not a
fighting.
problem. We will be here. I may not be, but you know. Oh, I was gonna clean this SD card off. Got all about it, put it in there and didn't transfer nothing. Okay, where is my thing there? Go. Oh, what is this one? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's not. Oh, I got the wrong card in it. That's why. Go. I didn't say. I don't have it. Had a regular. Regular SD card, not my micro SD card thing in the holder. Right one. There we go. Oh man. Okay. Oh, that looks better. See what pictures I got on here. Oh, that is London. Okay. What the heck was the name of that street? Oh, Vancouver. That's it. I just got to put a name to it so I know. So when I save it, I got it as what it is. I don't know why I'm saving it, but okay. Okay, why isn't it? Let me go to, oh, because I unplugged it. That's why. Okay, this is there. I was, okay, I wonder why it wouldn't give me that option. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, there and there. So we're gonna go here, go to HGov, go there, Vancouver, and now we can send it to where you want to go. I using the drive for something else the other day. I had to use that space. Up there, all done. So now I can format the drive. So I got a clean SD card for the drone in case I have to go fly. There we go. It's all clean. Dogs are watching the door like a hawk, especially Vader. Gracie's at the window looking out. Yep.
Get my email, Paul?
Oh, did you send me an email?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, D90 Bell. Wow. Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a long time.
Hey,
Wow.
D90.
Well, that's been a while.
A long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, they're starting to jump over at our place there, Paul.
Are they starting to get busy over there at well, at Easter?
Yeah, let me
So they probably got an Easter special on for breakfast or whatever. So,
yucky, lucky.
oh yeah, but definitely the older crowd though. You know,
Oh yeah.
that does the breakfast thing. So
Well, and the other thing, what you don't know is how many of these people in this whole thing
yeah,
are staying at the Casablanca Inn, which is up.
yeah. I don't think they would have to though stand in line like that though.
Well, I've seen people come out of there, go around and get in line.
Oh, okay. Looks like those people are leaving, getting tired of waiting.
Yeah, because you got, why isn't this table cleared? There's a two there.
Yeah. Oh, somebody just coming out now. Yeah. Yeah, he just lost 2 customers by the looks of it.
Yep,
Huh?
yep. They don't look to be working very hard, do they?
Yeah, I'll be right back. It's fine.
Uh-oh. Think somebody might have arrived. Well, D90, I hope everything's going well, and I hope that you're having a good Easter.
Okay, hey, Paul, my company's arrived, so I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Not a problem. Marie says, be right back. Mike Rennick is here. Yeah, we're not expecting to have a lot of people here, but we do miss all of our friends on YouTube, and so Paul and I try, and so does Justin. We try to come on as often as we can and share what little nuggets of life that we have garnered over the last viewing. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is let me go down here. Let me go here. Let me go here. And
What was that?
hey, how you doing?
E90 Bell. I don't think I've ever seen that person.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Oh, AZ, where did you go, man? You're just leaving me hanging like that. He would have answered by now.
Okay, I'm going to show everybody the video I did last night. Screen share. Here we go. Screen share. This is with that new Autel Nano Plus. This is the camera.
Does it do hyperlapse shots?
I think it does, but I'm not sure. It doesn't have a lot of the tricks that some of them do.
Did you? Hold on.
It was about a 10 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour wind last night.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong, AZ.
Yeah, as you can tell, Justin, I had to speed it up because I couldn't get ahead of the ship. See that car on the street over there doing about 50?
Well, it's cool because it's kind of like a hyperlapse, sort of.
Yeah.
I like how the sky's like all grayed out.
Yeah, it was cloudy. In fact, it was spitting a little bit of snow. Just after I did that, by the time I came home, it was snowing pretty good. That's looking downriver.
Very nice. I think AZ's bluffing.
Why?
As he said that name wasn't correct, and I'm almost 100% positive that's the right name. I'll do some more research. Yeah, that was a nice video, Paul.
Well, it just shows the potential that the Autel is maybe on the right track with that sensor on the camera,
Uh-huh.
but it's just, I'm not used to it. So what the DJI that I flies a certain way and the controls are a certain set, and Autel is just a little different. So I'm learning as I go.
Oh, it'd be a learning curve for me too, only because I've never flown one either, but I'm sure I could pick it up. Oh, now he's being a smart ass. Okay, what did I win, AZ? Paul's son show up or something?
Yes. Yeah, the dogs went wild. He's teasing you.
That's what I said. What did I win? Did I win a new Altel down? Yeah, we were talking about that on Adrian's show last night because they were all like, "Oh, we're drone whores because we can't stop buying drones." Well, I said if that's the case, AZ's the pimp of the drone community. Then it's like because the amount of drones he has, I said it out far exceeds everybody else's collection.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of
AZ's worked hard his whole lifetime. He's
oh yeah.
right to do whatever he wants to do, and I applaud him. I know who he is because he told me indirectly. So
I think I figured it out. Oh, you don't trust me? I just told you I wasn't going to tell anybody.
Yep.
Paul, every time you've asked me not to say something, have I ever said anything to anybody? Hey, I was giving you a compliment last night because everybody was all oohing and ahhing over Adrian's collection. I was like, hey, nothing.
Well, AZ has gotten himself into a situation where he can afford to play with whatever he wants to play with. And I give him all the credit in the world, you know. And he just happens to love the same things you and I love, Justin. That's drones and flying.
Oh yeah, I don't have nothing against that. I'm just saying his collection is far better than anybody else's.
Well, it's like going to a car show and you show up with a like an AMC Gremlin Mint, okay, and they park you next to the guy that's got a Bugatti, you know. You both have the same passions, but different.
Hey, as long as some people know who you are, just for emergencies, be nice to know that at least you have some contacts.
Well, I trust AZ's because he understands a lot more the inners and outers of the engineering portions of these drones and what they will and will not do. So, you know, if AZ tells you something, you can pretty much figure it's spot on. But everybody has a passion for, you know, it's like the FPV guys. I'm not an FPV guy, and God bless them. They're flying and doing what they want to do.
Well, that was like I was telling Matt the other day. I was like, you know, I've tried FPV a few times, not really into it. Just not my thing.
Yep.
I don't have the patience to build FPV quads.
Well, and
I'm
I'm exactly the same thing. I am not a fixer. I'm a flyer. And I tell everybody that I'm a flyer, not a fixer. And there's some people that get just as much excitement out of fixing a broken drone as out of flying the drone. And that's not me.
I just took it as a personal challenge, AZ. That's all. Trust me, my plan was not to like out you or anything. I just took it as a personal challenge. I wanted to see if I could figure out who you were.
Well, let's check in with my the martini bar. Let's see what's going on down there now.
Ugh.
There's a tall girl there. And she's tall too. I'd say that's mom and dad, wouldn't you?
Probably. I mean, because this is more of a family time for this place.
Well, especially being Easter weekend.
Right. It actually looks kind of dead, honestly, to be honest with you. I mean, there is a little bit of a line, but it's just
What
if
I
you look
can't-
at a lot of the tables, even on the inside, it looks like it's
Yeah, what I can't understand is they're still out there and not being seated, you know? It's like you got table here, you got table here. Who knows how many, there's tables, there's nobody sitting there.
Well, I called in a reservation for 25 people.
Oh shit! When did you pop
There,
in?
there you go.
I was looking over here at the teeny martini bar. All of a sudden, Bill said something.
Bill is in the house.
Hey, well, those
Uncle
are
Bill,
tiny,
how
those
you
are
doing?
tiny tables, you know, I mean, those look like tables for two if the groups are bigger, you know.
Well, you know, the one right there by the door, it's a twofer right there. They had 4 people sitting there last night at that table.
Huh.
And it's
Gotta
up
do what you
against the
gotta do.
wall and it's like, oh my God.
Well, if people are waiting, you give them the choice, say, look, you guys are gonna be really crowded, but that's what I got. And it's up to them if they want to take it or not, you know.
Well, the thing of it is like right now, Bill, if you watch it, you got open tables like 2 for 2 for 2 for, and you got people standing out there and nobody's like escorting or just saying, hey, grab a table, we'll be right with you, you know?
Well,
But
you know
then-
what, but you're not doing them any favors because if they're shorthanded and if they're any business, service industry business in the United States, they're shorthanded. They could end up just sitting there forever and ever and ever, you know, and never getting any service because if they're under, you know. That's probably what it is. And it's Easter. So now you know you've got the dirt bags that are, oh, I'm sick this morning, calling off, so they're even more
Yeah.
shorthanded. That's the last place I'd want to go is a restaurant on a holiday, the way things are right now. You know, my wife's, I'm sure, killing herself at work at the Golden Corral right now because
Oh,
she's gonna go. I know she's gonna come. Well, they're packed. First of all, it's Sunday. They're busy to begin with, and then especially on a holiday.
on a holiday, yeah.
And then she's gonna come home, and I'm gonna hear stories about this one that called off and that one that walked out. And she just told me a story the other day. They gave the. I mean, because you do this stuff anyway once in a while, but now we're doing it out of desperation. Is to give guys that come out of recovery programs a chance.
Yep.
You know, to better themselves and give them a chance. And it very rarely worked out. I had a couple of success stories in the last place, but right now you're hiring them because you need to depend on them, not just to give them a chance, you know?
Right.
And she had a guy just walk it, you know, dishwasher job, but whatever, you know, minimum wage is nothing to sneeze at anymore. You know, it's like $11. And comes in and works a half a shift and then disappears, you know, just I had one that happened on my place. I was telling her this story and she told me her story. But that's exactly what he did. Worked in the middle of his second shift on a busy night and just disappears. Nobody knows where he went. He just left. And but the guy that did this to their place, she saw on the way home a couple of days later on a corner with a sign saying, "Help me, can't get work." You know, collected money on a street corner at a stoplight.
Yep.
You know.
Well, I have to laugh. The other day I was out at Sam's Club, okay? And and I see this really nice, brand new, like a 250 Ford four-door pickup truck, right? It pulls up kind of really slow in the parking lot, and a guy gets out of it with a sign, a help me sign. And the pickup truck goes and cruises around the parking lot. And I went in and I came back out. The next thing I know, it's cruising around. It goes and picks him up again to move him to a different location.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's, that guy decided I make more money standing in the corner in the sun than I'm gonna make busting my ass in here.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's your choice in life, I guess. You're never gonna amount to anything, but it's just it's such a lack of character, not just for yourself and your job and your commitment to the people that you've signed on for and whatever. How about the people you work with? I mean, that's the people around you.
Well, don't you think, Bill,
Well,
that there's a big lack of self-esteem in the world today?
Look how many of them.
Self-esteem? No, esteem is too high.
Yeah.
Look how many people have been got caught claiming they're veterans and they're homeless and they're not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
I think the whole argument of how people say, there's a lot of homeless veterans. I think it's been ballooned by people faking being veterans on the street, because I've watched videos of guys who were in the military who are not homeless actually walk up to the person and question them and say, hey, just to verify, yeah, they were in the military, because they were going to help them if they were. And, they start questioning them, and then these people have no idea what the hell they're talking about. And quickly the guys that were in the military know that they're full of shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what a MOS is, nothing like that. They can't tell them what their job it was or anything like that. Or they'll give them the complete wrong job title for whatever, division they were in or whatever, or branch.
Where were you stationed?
Right. And then they'll ask them, well, where did you do your basic training? Well, there's only so many places each branch does their basic training at.
And they don't even know that.
Right. And I think that whole thing has gotten ballooned a little bit overboard. I think there are homeless veterans out there, no doubt, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it seem to be. Because I've met more veterans that have actually have done really well outside the military as far as getting decent jobs than not doing real well. Now, medical issues, that's a whole different issue.
Yeah. Because
But
if it's a medical situation where they're suffering from severe PTSD and
right.
Yeah, those people need to be helped.
But I've met a lot of guys who are ex-veterans who have really decent jobs when they get out, working for utility companies, being police officers, whatever.
Oh, most of them do. Most of them do. They'll get great training, great pay, the option to stay in and continue to be paid. My brother was 30 years in the Air Force, and he makes 10 times what I make, literally, in the defense industry right now. So, whatever.
One of my uncles, did 35 years and retired out of the Army as I think he was a master sergeant, the E9, the highest you could.
30 is typically is automatic retirement. 30.
Yeah, he was either 30 or 35, somewhere in there, but he was pretty long time. And now he works for some defense company making 6 figures a year.
Yeah, my brother actually is the senior vice president of a defense contractor in Ohio. And he was a master chief of NASIC when he retired. And I mean, you can only go up to E9, but then they call that the 1% of the non-commissioned officers, and then 1% of them become chiefs. He was the first chief of NASIC. You look him up, Mike Ronayne. There's all kinds of articles about him. Very proud of my brother. He's a good guy. And as my other brother, I can't stand him. So, kind of balances.
Now, can't you go in as a, what do they call is that what it's called? A non-commissioned officer?
Yeah, NCO. Yep.
Yeah. But you can go.
Officer starts at lieutenant, but the thing is, like a lieutenant would salute a master, a chief. Technically, he's a higher rank, But you get all those chevrons on your sleeves and the years behind you. I mean, they make more money than captains, you know, the chief would, you know, and they talk about pay grade and they respect that and understand that and the experience that goes with it. But anyway, it's kind of a funny thing. His parking spot was with the colonels, actually. At that facility. I went up there when he got chief, and then I went up there when he retired. And they were generals there because he had a lot of friends after all those years. He was in Germany, Schweinfurt, 3 years in the AG's office there, IG, Inspector General's office there. That's how you get the job with the big pay, you know, with the defense contractors, because it's about who you know, and who you can contact and get contracts for. I mean, at the last company he was at, he helped land a third of $1 billion contract, you know, and his bonus last year was more than my salary. Okay. And but he deserves it, you know. He put all those years in. He was overseas during the Gulf War, you know.
My dad retired, a really good retirement from the military.
Yeah.
He did 6 years in the Navy, but then he worked privately for the military for 30 years. And then they credited the 6 years into his Navy into that. And so he got 36 years worth of retirement, whatever the hell that.
Smart guy. It's the way to do it, you know.
Right.
The people that work on the base that aren't necessarily wearing the uniform, but there's a lot of support roles there that.
Well, he was a firefighter for the Marine base for 30 years. So, well, it was like 26 or 27 years. Then he did 3 years, like 2 or 3 years of dispatching before he retired, where he was working in the dispatching office.
But don't get me wrong, not everybody's going to be like my brother or your friend there with the 30 years. And was it friend?
No, my uncle.
Your uncle?
I'm not sure what he
know.
exactly does. My uncle retired out of the Army. He had 30 some years. I don't know exactly how, but he was a long time.
But typically, guys that do 4 or 6 or whatever come out better than they were when they went in. You know, and unless, well, I'm not talking about PTSD and the mental issues that can occur when you actually face combat. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the by and large. You know, the majority of them.
I'm not just like structured, you know, lifestyle that kind of makes you better when you come out. As far as being more responsible, stuff like that is what you're talking about.
Right. It's character to commit yourself to something bigger than you, and people around you depend on you, and you pick up that mantle and you go with it, you know, and they come out and they become leaders of men and women.
Well, I remember growing up, Bill, you probably do too. There used to be all kinds of advertisements on the television about join the Air Force, join the Navy, join the Marines or whatever. And we build men.
Right.
We increase your character. We increase your outlook of life and all those kinds of things. I don't think I can remember the last time I saw a recruitment on television for.
They were really good all the way up till about 2 years ago. I love the Navy ones from the mid 2000s. The Navy commercials, they were doing some really cool ones. That was the what the hell was the name of those commercials they were doing? The fuck, I can't. There was a name for them, but I can't remember it offhand. But even the Army,
be all you can be.
yeah, they did some really good ones.
Oh yeah, they were great. They had some great promotional work. It's not a lie. And people that come out hating the military, that's on them. You know, or people that have never even been in and hate the military, they just don't understand. You know, and because it's all about me, and I can't imagine putting myself in a system where I have to do what other people, you know, with some jerk who's probably not as qualified as me is telling me that.
I've never been in it, but I've been around it my whole life, and I love the military.
Yeah, I mean that's
respect for them.
Well, right. And don't forget, you know what? It's a job. you know, you typically, once you're stationed, you work 8 hours a day and then you go do what you want to do. You know, it's just a job, you know, and you learn how to respect your superiors.
And you know what I always loved about the
Nowadays,
US too?
nobody has superiors anymore, you know, we just have a bunch of woke dickheads that go online and try to cancel everything that they think they disagree with.
But what I always loved growing up about the United States versus other countries is a lot of other countries don't give their military any kind of acknowledgement or respect. You know, like I was watching a guy that's from the South Korean army, and he was talking about how he was doing an interview and he was comparing how the US military gets treated at home by their loved ones and just the general public at large. Versus, he said, in South Korea, people don't even pay attention to us. He goes, they don't come up talk to us. He said, they don't acknowledge us. They don't thank us. He goes, in the US, it's completely different. He goes, the amount of respect that the military gets there, he goes, it just blows my mind.
Well, I guess it depends on where in the country you live. Because I
Right,
don't think
but
they get that kind of respect. I don't think they get that kind of respect in Southern California.
Well, I'm
or in
thinking,
certain-
I'm talking about that. There's still a huge majority of the population, though, that backs the military. I'm not going to say, I think a lot of this issues like you're talking about, though, it's a very small part of the population.
Very
And,
vocal though.
yeah, very
Very
vocal, but
vocal.
it's a very small portion of the population compared to
I just,
what they call the silent majority.
they get all the coverage. But, and then some countries really respect their military, you know, I mean, go to Israel. They all want, they all want to serve and defend their country.
Because
For
I was watching, one of the, just of ex-North Korean soldiers that defected to South Korea, and once they moved there and they started watching videos and really seeing how the world actually was from what they were told, they couldn't believe it. Like their minds were blown. They were like, oh my God, the US military is just amazing. They were just blown away by the technology, the way they would get respect from the general public, versus the way that obviously they were treated in North Korea. They're treated like absolute garbage.
It goes both ways. My stepfather, my dad, he's proud of his Marine service. He was a Marine, is a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And he'll have some people do this, and thank you for your service. And he'll have some people do this. It's just,
I could never flip somebody off that's a veteran or in uniform. I always tell my kids when we're walking out in public, if they walk across somebody in a uniform, I'm like, you go up there and shake their hand, tell them thank you.
Well, Bill, you remember the Vietnam era.
Yeah.
When they came home, they were told.
baby killers.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Vietnam, yeah.
And when you came home on leave, they said, do not wear your uniform in public.
Yeah, but I remember reading up about that and hearing. I mean, because actually, one movie that portrayed that very well was Forrest Gump. Remember when he goes to the thing and everybody was throwing the shit at him, calling him baby killer and all that?
Yeah.
I mean, because that was true. I've read about that plenty of times, and then seen interviews of people from Vietnam that talked about that.
It's kind of sad. It's very sad, actually.
I'm just honestly, I look at. I'm glad that the society, as far as that portion of the society back then, has kind of moved on, because I see a lot of Vietnam veterans now that get a lot of respect. Like I've always, thanked them when I see them. My father-in-law was a Vietnam veteran. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. It doesn't seem like they get as much shit about that particular moment in history as they did back when they were younger. You know what I'm saying?
Shouldn't have gotten any.
Well, no. I agree 100%. I'm saying I'm glad that some of the, like I said, it's not all the newer generation, because I know plenty of young kids that love the military and respect them. But it really goes like you said. I think, Bill. It just depends on where you grew up at, what area you're in the country. Because I'd be damned if a kid in Texas was to say something bad about the military. Their parents probably slap the hell out of them.
No, it's interesting. I grew up in Northeast New Jersey. I'm from New York originally, but grew up in Northeast New Jersey. But the town I was in Northeast New Jersey was very conservative. You know, I've grown up as a didn't know I was, you know, but it just makes sense to me. You know, everything, it all just makes sense. You know, I don't understand. You know, like Ronald Reagan said, if you grow up and you're not a liberal, you don't have a heart. And as a young person and as an adult, if you're not a conservative, you don't have a brain. Because it's the structure by which we live and keeps us safe, you know. And
Have you seen the flip that Bill Maher's done in the past
Bill Maher,
year?
no, you know what? And I know what you're saying, and I totally understand what you're saying, but he did an interview and he said, I haven't changed at all.
No, but he
has gone so far to the left, it's making me look like a conservative.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though, is he even thinks his own party has gone completely insane. Which I give him, but I give him respect for acknowledging that though, and not just going along with it. You know what I'm saying? Because he has pointed out, obviously he doesn't like the Republican Party, which is fine. That he has a right to have that opinion. And there's certain things he doesn't like, and that's okay. But at least he's willing to admit his own party's faults, because I watched that interview he did with Ben Shapiro, and that was very interesting. Like he was willing to say, yeah, my party's doing some stupid shit, and I don't understand why they're doing this. And I give him to him for sticking to his guns, but also being able to admit when his, sides that he finds.
Well, there's going to be a lot more of them in power, because after this next election, when they get their asses handed to them, I don't even understand New York with AOC, because they go on the street and they talk to people, and it seems like nobody likes her. I don't know how she keeps winning elections. Doesn't do anything. It's all photo ops. Her entire career is photo ops. Ugh. But I don't like being called a racist. It's all crap. I'm a conservative, so I'm a racist. So me and my Filipino wife are apparently racist.
Okay, here you go, Justin.
What?
What?
It's coming.
What? Oh, furry. It's the furry life.
It's the Easter Bunny.
No, there's actually a group of people called furries, and that's like a fetish. They dress up like that.
See, he's giving out
That's-
Easter eggs.
That's not a bunny.
That's
That's
not a bunny. That's a furry.
Yeah, that's somebody that's just using Easter as an excuse to be able to dress up in their furry costume.
I saw that. Cracked me up.
Oh, and Tim, I definitely could see that in Australia, like you were saying about the military, because they seem to really have adopted American style military presence.
Well, we've been working.
I think Australia always had that.
Well, I mean,
Australia-
just in the past 10 years, though, the U.S. and Australia have just
Tim, your mic is low.
intertwined
Hmm?
as far as their military.
You can't hear you, Tim.
Can you hear me now?
No. Low. It's real low.
I don't know. Australia did some serious fighting in World War II, and
What about
I don't know.
now?
Yep, good.
Better?
I'm just saying, as their modernization in the past 10 years, they've really been intertwined with the U.S. military.
Well,
Whereas-
Justin, if it wasn't for Australia, America would have lost the World War II, because they fixed their ships in a harbor, in a cove or something, and they fought side by side. Everybody joined in World War II, and Bill's laughing. That's cool, but Australia helped America a lot.
Well, I'm
I
not
didn't
talking
laugh.
about that.
I didn't laugh. I was like, what?
It was a joint effort.
I would
I'm
never
saying-
laugh at the effort and the lives lost and the fighting resolve
World
of
War
the
II.
Australians World War II. I just got done complimenting the Australians from World War II. But it was a joint effort. If it wasn't for the United States and taking them out of the Philippines eventually,
Ow,
Australia-
don't do that
Australia
shit.
was next.
Jesus.
What?
He was fucking banging on his mic about blew my eardrums out.
Is it working? AZ just said that.
Yes, it's working. Now stop touching it.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Hey, Bill, you grew up in Northeast Jersey. You remember the air raids we used to have when we went to school?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you used to have to go down on your knees and scoot out into the hallway into a line and all that crap.
Or get under your desk because that would save you from a 50 kiloton nuke going off.
no, they used to make us do that when we were kids.
Yeah, we had to do that, Justin. When
I think it was just out of the point of, I don't think they really knew what the hell to do if that happened. So they just came up with some random ass.
It's not random. That's old school from bombings. I mean, there's a chance that your desk, if your ceiling caved in, that maybe your desk would keep you from getting your skull crushed. You know,
something, yeah,
it
would be on top of you.
I don't know. Our desks were pretty flimsy in school. I don't think they would have done much to help at all.
Our desk was on 4 little, yeah, they were crap.
Like if the roof came in, our desks would be smashed.
No, but I would never diminish because people don't talk. You don't read about it or talk. You don't hear that much about in World War II the involvement of the Australians, and they were hugely involved. You know, because
You don't hear a lot.
they were in Japan's hit list. You know, I mean, that's where they were going. But they didn't
I
quite
think
make it.
all 3 were there, weren't they? It was America, England, and Australia. I don't know.
Where
I don't
in
know.
you mean like in Fort Moresby and World War II and all that?
Yeah. Nam, the SAS was over there. And everybody was over there for a war that they shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Australia. I'm just saying Australia in the last like 10, maybe even 20 years though, has worked so closely with the US that they've really adopted a modern view of their military as far as training, equipment. And they have you guys have a real, Australia has a really good defense department as far as making weapons too. Like
They're unreal, man. They're unreal.
Like your version of DARPA over there. Apparently they have some crazy shit behind the scenes. It's just like the UK, the UK is not a big military and they're not extremely huge, but for what they are, they're damn good. And you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of militaries around the world that are small, that aren't huge like the US, but damn if they're not good. Like, you take the United Kingdom Special Forces, the SAS, and put them next to the Navy SEALs, and they're hand in hand as far as training and.
Well, they fought together.
Well, they've been fighting together for the last 20 years in Afghanistan and Iraq too.
Well, Australia and America has been allies for like 200 years. I think they said, not even. My brother, he retired a full-blown colonel, and he came over to Australia about 8 years ago, but never got to catch up with him.
Well, it's like, in Canada was trying to, Trudeau was trying to get the Canadian military to work with the Chinese military. Remember about a year and a half ago, they were trying to get them to train with them. The Canadian military straight told the Canadian government, we're not doing that. We're not working with them. And they ended up falling to the wayside because they were refusing to do any military drills with the Chinese government. Because Canada was trying to do some kind of military drills together, and the Canadian military was not having it. They were like, we're not doing that.
Okay. Never heard of that.
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that, Bill?
No.
It was all over the internet about a year and a half ago. People were talking about it. Because they were claiming that there was Chinese troops in Canada, and I actually asked a couple people that were living in Canada at the time, and they said there ain't no damn Chinese troops here, because it was getting twisted, right? They were supposed to have drills together, and then it got to the point where people twisted the fucking story to there's already Chinese bases in Canada. I was like, there ain't no fucking Chinese bases in Canada. There's no Chinese military in Canada. Like, that would be all over the fucking news. Everybody would know all about that.
You think America would allow that?
No, it's just people conspiracy theorists twisted the story.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be some military joint training, but it never came to fruition.
I don't know. I can see the present administration being okay with it.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
wouldn't say
exactly.
shit.
Over here, Australia has these war games, or I don't know what they're called. They're urban assault training. And I was in Mount Isa at the time.
Let me
And
look
we
it
were
up.
doing night shift, and they were coming within our work zone. And the guys talked to us, and there was this little girl, full blown fatigues, running around with M16, and she came in and she started talking to me. I was like, "You're American?" She goes, "Yeah, I've been over here training over here for 6 months now." But cool. She gave me one of those what's the name out of her the bullets out of her clip. They're not real, they're not live rounds. And she gave me a couple of them. They're pretty cool, man.
Okay, so Canada and China were set to carry out military winter exercises in 2019, which were
Wow.
canceled by the Canadian Chief of Defense Staff, General Jonathan Vance, moved alarmed Canada's Global Affairs Department, which worried China would interrupt the cancel, or what does that say?
Hey,
Oh,
Gary, JD, how are
interpret
you?
the cancellation as retaliation for the arbitrary arrest of 2 Canadians. So there was talks in 2019 to do defense winter drills together. But like I said, the
Gary
Canadian-
just said China and Canada are bitter foes since the Howie, isn't that a phone? Howie debacle? I don't know.
But like I said, it's right here on the Tribune wrote a whole story about it. And it was back in 2019. They were scheduled to do winter drills, but the Canadian Defense Department turned it down and said they felt like it was bad for their military to get involved with them. That's why I said I remember reading about it. It actually did happen. It's just it was such a small story, but you had a bunch of conspiracy theorists. They took it and they ran with it and twisted it all up and made it seem like it was more than it was.
So, Bill, what did you think of Reagan as a president? I said I liked him.
Like him. I love him.
I think he was the best.
Awesome. He's one of the best presidents of the century, to be honest
He
with you.
stopped the Cold War, I reckon. He stopped that.
He certainly put a lid on it. I mean, it was already on its way out, but he accelerated the process. I'll tell you that. No, he's got a lot. He's
Shut
got
up,
a lot of
JD.
positive things under
I'll
his-
never forget 1989. I'll tell you that much. Never forget that.
I won't either. I was only like 4 at the time.
And you remember it? Pretty good. I was young too. I was only 27.
My
Where were
favorite
you when
president.
that happened? Where were
My
you when
favorite.
that
My favorite president in history was Dwight D. Eisenhower. I've
Oh, you
watched
like
his.
Ike, huh?
I've watched his farewell address quite a few times. I think he was very intelligent for his time.
I got to clarify something too, because the way we're talking, like that, you'll hear that we're racist and we don't like Chinese and we don't like this people and those people. I love those people. It's got nothing to do with the people. It's got to do with the people in power. I love America and I love Americans, and I hate our present administration that's in power. Unfortunately, the rest of the world can't get rid of them every 4 years.
Yeah,
Those
'cause-
poor Chinese are under the thumb of a government that, under Mao Zedong, allowed 70 million people to starve to death when
Yeah,
he introduced collectivism in the farming collectives.
Well,
And,
Putin rewrote the Russian constitution so he could stay as president, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken, didn't he rewrite their constitution?
Yeah, he's an oligarch. He's not legally elected. That's such crap.
Right. He's
Yeah. Nothing against the people. Love the people. As a matter of fact, it's got nothing to do with race. It's got nothing to do with the actual people themselves. It's got to do with the people in charge.
It's a shame about what everybody had to go through.
I mean, that's one of the oldest cultures in the world. And it's very interesting. Their culture. I love reading about it and hearing about it. And even when they were warlike, and so were we at the time. And Got nothing to do with any of that.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
those North Korean soldiers I told you I was watching on YouTube. They actually went on a trip here in the US and went around they were taken around to different countries. Because like I said, they were sheltered their whole life. They defected to South Korea. And then they started like this whole fucking YouTube thing where they were taking them around. And they said that, you know, when they came to the US, they said the people were so welcoming. They said they were nothing like the way the North Korean government described them to us.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Actually, when we grew up, Justin, because we're older than you, it's the same thing happened when people defected here from Russia. Or people
Oh,
were
yeah.
visiting from Russia. They thought it was all a show. They went into grocery stores and saw food overflow, fresh food overflowing on the shelves, no lines for anything, and they thought it was for
Yep.
show. They didn't think the world was that way. And you know, but that's all propaganda. Look at the Japanese people were killing themselves during World War II rather than be taken by the Allied people troops because we supposedly were cannibals. We were going to rape their women and eat their children, and they believed it.
All right.
Yeah, it's a shame. Hey, Ron. How are
What's
you?
up, Ron?
Mr.
Morning,
Ron,
I saw
Ron.
you were over on Johnny's show earlier.
Yeah, stopped in.
You
to
and
visit.
Matt?
What's Matt doing? Why isn't he up here?
I'm sure he's got stuff to do. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He was sitting there drinking wine and
Getting all, yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
know.
why he was laughing at my jokes.
Did he hold his pinky up? Did he hold his pinky up when he was drinking the red wine? Hold his pinky up? Yeah, because I have to know that, you know, if he's holding his pinky up.
You can go back and watch the replay later.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't.
well,
Bro,
Bill,
bro.
Ron has been playing grocery store superintendent the last few days.
uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ron's got some really good friends of his that have a grocery store in the small town where he is, and they cannot get any help that know what that can't. They couldn't cover their ass with both hands.
Yeah,
Really?
I sent Ron a little
I
Fisher
never-
Price. Yeah, I sent you a little Fisher Price cash register to practice on. My first register.
Oh my God, Justin. Jeez.
Bill was saying
Really
earlier,
bad,
Ron, that he runs into that every day there it is where he is too.
But getting help.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
this weekend, I mean, this is why I'm so tired. One of the reasons I'm so tired today, besides the fact I'm fat and lazy, is that, you know, we have no coverage. You know, holiday comes up and we get hammered and you're doing 3 jobs. You're doing 3 people's jobs. You know, it's just, they don't
yeah,
want
I
to work.
bet.
It's
I
really
bet.
bad. Service industry isn't terrible. You know?
Now that pool hall, I see that you got the 10-foot tables and stuff. Is that connected? Is that connected to?
Yes, well, it's kind of, I mean, they're technically, I mean, they're licensed as 2 separate businesses, but, you know, we run both of them, yeah.
You remember in New
There's
Jersey,
an open
they had a
doorway you
place
can walk
called-
from one to the other, right, Bill?
Right.
They had a
Yes.
a place called Hot Shots in New Jersey. You remember that?
I've heard
Oh,
of
yeah,
Hot
I
Shots.
remember- yeah, I remember that
I
place.
never went to one, but yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I used to go there, and it's sort of the same deal. You had a pub on the right and everything. You get your wings, go in there, get your wings, and then come back. And
I know what you feel like, Bill. I have nobody sitting in my back seat to hand me snacks while I'm driving. It's rough out there.
What?
Well, I kind of understand it.
it's the drugs kicking
You are
in, Bill.
getting paid more, you know, to sit at home. There was the one girl that works there. She's 16, and thought something was a little odd about her. So we're sitting in there yesterday. So I asked her. I said, "Hey, so what's your future goals? You plan on going to college?" No. Well, what are you looking to do? She's going to be a senior this year, or is a senior. And what are your plans?
16.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. And I'm like,
Yeah, they're not worried about it. They're gonna live with their parents until their parents kick off and take the house over. You know,
Well,
I mean,
I found out-
a lot of them aren't making more money at home. I mean, that's what's surprising. The money's drying up and they're just staying right where they are. You know,
yeah. Well, here I found out that she is and I forgot the name now. It's a religion that I had no clue about. Starts with an A. But
Atheist.
no.
That's non-religious.
Yeah,
He knows it was a joke, Justin.
but it was weird. It was
Bill called it.
the girls within the community are basically, no goals, no college, no job.
They're
Sounds
just
like-
human baby factories, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
That sounds
Yeah,
like a
when they
hippie
turn
commune.
18, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it
much
does.
what they do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hold on, you said it starts with an A?
Yeah,
Apology.
Shut up.
Well, there is a whole bunch of people out there that have been living off
Oh.
the system forever. And they have taught their kids how to live off the system as well.
Well,
What are they-
that's just it. There was that going on. There's still government support, even if you're off the unemployment rolls. They talk about the 3.7% unemployment in this country. And what people forget is since the early 80s, they changed how they count unemployed people.
Yeah.
As soon as your benefits drop out, they just assume you go back to work, and they don't. So that number goes down even though they're not working. Once you're off the unemployment rolls,
Yeah.
unemployment goes down.
Yeah.
So this 3.7 is horseshit because businesses everywhere are looking for people, and everywhere there are people that aren't working. And a
Yeah.
lot of them are either living in group setups or living
And
with
the
their
government,
families and
and
parents.
Bill, as far as I understand, the government programs, there's all kinds of programs to help people. They
Yeah.
don't transpose that over to unemployment or employment.
No, you have to be collecting an unemployment check.
You're
to be
getting
considered
food stamps,
unemployed.
you're getting rent assistance and all those kinds of things from the government. And that doesn't attribute at all to the numbers of unemployed.
No,
I
they got
don't know
Section
how
8,
you
they
should
get
go
what's
without
called
a job. A job for
Section 8
so long.
housing.
Because that's
Section
other,
8 housing, so they're paying $50 a month or whatever, or whatever based on their income. So they're being encouraged not to make money.
I've seen people on Section 8 bill that like their water bill and electric bill, they actually got money. They didn't pay anything for it. They actually got a check. And their electric bill was paid. They got like $150 check plus their electric bill was paid.
Nobody paid my damn bills. Nobody paid my bills. I had to work since I was 12.
Yeah.
I work with some people who had a bunch of kids and they were very low income and they stayed that way. And they got back $7,000 a year in taxes and only paid in a few hundred over the course of the year. All right. So, again, we're encouraging people not to work, encouraging people not to be married.
Oh my God.
That's transcending generation to generation to generation, because that's the way mom and dad did it. And that's the way grandma and grandpa did it.
Mhm.
Well,
I guess Generation
that's
X
always
is the last good workers, I guess. Fuck,
That's
man.
always been there, but it just got worse during the pandemic because people got used to not thinking they should get a job. They got used to it. They went
Well,
for
in
Well, the amount of money they were giving out during the pandemic was ridiculous, right? And I'll just use Sarah as an example. She was out for 2 weeks and she got to file for her unemployment because her doctor's office was closed. So she filed for the 2 weeks she was out. She got over a $3,000 check
Whoa,
for that.
really?
And she was only out like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, she got the $1,200 bump then included in that probably.
Yeah, it was
No,
ridiculous.
yeah,
I was
I mean,
like, holy shit. When that hit the bank, I was like, really?
No, week to week, I was
Yeah.
when we closed up for those 6 weeks, I was getting obviously the full Florida unemployment, which is $275, which is a joke. And then, but this government was giving me another $600, so I was getting $875 a week to stay home. But
Really?
here's the thing: as soon as we opened back up, I gave it up and I went back to work. Because you got to think about your future anyway, first of all. And I could have stayed home. They wouldn't have reported me. These people like me.
Bill,
You gotta
if
be
your
careful.
employees don't go in, do you have to go in and kind of fill the spot, or
Sometimes.
do you?
Oh yeah.
Got to keep
Hey.
it running.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, business has to keep going. People think, oh, I'm sticking it to the man. No, you're not. You're sticking it to the people around you. People
You
have
are.
no
You
regard
are.
for they have
Yeah,
no
but-
regard for anybody
Yeah.
else.
You are. You're
The only reason
hurting.
I'm going up here, it's not for the money.
Bill, do you mind me asking, do you get salary or are you hourly
I'm
being a
salary.
manager? Yeah, see, salary, you're on 24/7 pretty much at that point.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Well, Ron was just making a statement. The reason he's helping his friends out. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the-
man.
The only, I'm just helping them out. Like I said, they haven't been able to take a vacation together for, they said, years. So they went out to Washington State. I mean, Terry's been calling in every day, several times a day, but like I said, I can walk there in 3 minutes. Yesterday, what would I have done yesterday? Sat around the house. It's kind of cold, gloomy out. I went up and made a little money. I helped them out. I'm not there for the money because the money's pretty poor.
You're there for the milk patrol.
Exactly. That's right. The last live stream. Excuse me, man. Can I carry
I'd
your
like to
groceries
fly
out to you?
Well, and the other thing too is I would be very frustrated having owned businesses and in restaurant and retail. Ron goes in there and the kids are unloading the truck. Okay. It takes them all day and it's all half-assed done. Ron gets it done with those kids in 2 hours, Ron?
Yeah, Terry
And-
couldn't believe.
And he makes them go out and rotate the products because they weren't rotating, straighten the shelves.
Yeah.
No, it's a real good enough attitude out there.
But it was funny. There was 2 girls that I was working with yesterday, and they're both 16, 17. The one, like I said, she's the one with that. God, I wish I could remember the name of that religion, but the other girl, she had a good head on her shoulders. She was very, very responsive and attentive to different things. And I just picked up the conversation when it was slow a little bit yesterday. And she plans on working there until she goes to cosmetology school, which is coming up. And then she said, my ultimate goal is to have my own business. So in other words, she's goal oriented. She and I respected that from a 17-year-old girl, to have those goals. The other one didn't have a clue, but like I said, it was fun yesterday. I said I could have sat at home all day. I'm going to go up. Matter of fact, I got to leave in a couple minutes. The truck just got there. So I'm just going up. The store's not even open yet.
He's gonna crack the whip.
Yeah, I'm just going to go up and unload the truck. And, again, it's Easter Sunday. What do I got to do? Nothing, So I'll go up, make a little money and make them happy. And I said, there's perks to it. The husband, he's really good to me. He takes me out to breakfast all the time. He's taking me out. He goes, Ron, I've got that giant boat. Anytime you want to go fishing, let's go. I'm looking for somebody every day to go fishing. He's kind of officially, unofficially retired now. He sold his trucking business and he got millions for it. Now he's just looking for things to do. And, he's only early 50s,
Cream milk, Tim.
Yeah. But like I said, and they know, I made it quite clear to them where my priorities are at. That's why because she's asked me twice now about, Ron, give me your schedule for the month. Nope. I said, I'll give it to you a couple days in advance, or, I'm 500 yards away. Call me and say, hey, Ron, the truck's coming today. Yep, I'll come up. But I told her my priorities, April, May, and September through November are guiding. My boss at the guiding job just gave us a $100 a day raise, because he knows times are tough, gas is going up and,
Times are real tough, especially when you're single. But
yeah. But I've made up to $2,000 in a week guiding. That's not bad money for going out and playing in the woods.
yeah.
It's all depends on your tippers, how well they tip, but it varies. But so no, that's where my priorities are at. And I just wanted to make sure she knew that, just so, because I said, what I don't want to do is tarnish our friendship, And I said, if you think my schedule or whatever with you is not going to work out, tell me. I will understand. I don't want to deprive maybe another 17-year-old kid that needs a job. You know, give them priority. Call me when you need me. So
You said another 17-year-old kid. You're not that young, Ron.
no, I mean, that's what they have working there, 16, 17-year-old kids, you know.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Now, who's gonna run the business today?
Her sister, Kim.
Okay.
Yeah. Her sister lives with them. She has the whole bottom portion of their house. They have a gigantic house. Oh my God, you would talk about play toys. Jay has 3 shops. I think, yeah, they're all like about 30 by 40. He has 17 hot rods. Everything from a 32 Studebaker up to a 57 Chevy. And yeah, he buys these hot rods and fixes them up, and he has them stored. He actually has them stacked. The one shop has, I think, like 8 or 10 cars in it. They're up
Damn.
beautiful.
Really?
Oh yeah, worth a lot. There's a lot of money in there. Oh my God. But that's his play toys, you know.
Nice. Always good to have toys. Always
Well,
good to have toys.
Tim tried to figure out in the spare bedroom how to rack and stack women so he could just pull them out and play with them and put them back.
Have you seen this? Have you seen I don't think so, buddy.
He's got the finger on one wall, the skull on another wall.
Women really like. Never mind. I won't go there. No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
You have an idea what women like? Really? I don't.
No, I don't really. I've been wanting to know that forever. That's like the
If you figure that out, you could sell a lot of books.
unsolved mysteries of the world.
Although, you know,
All right, guys. Well, I better get up there.
Okay, Ron.
All right, you have a good Easter, Ron.
Yeah, you guys too. Have a good day. And
Okay, we'll maybe see you tonight. Maybe, who knows?
yeah. I'm just gonna be up there a couple hours.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Ron. Take care, buddy.
All righty, guys. We'll
See you,
see you
buddy.
all later. All right. Bye-bye.
Dolls aren't hard.
What's that?
You read what Justin said in the chat?
What's that?
Dolls aren't hard to
Hard
stack.
stack.
All right. See, he has his camera off. I bet you he's eating again.
we're playing with his dolls.
That's good.
Thanks, Bill, for the help right there, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
I make
my
a joke about what women like, but you know what? I'm in a very unusual relationship. My wife is not like any other woman I've ever met. You know, she loves going to work, working her ass off all day long, and then she's gonna come home and make dinner. And I mean, she's just a maniac. You know, she just goes,
Wow.
goes, and doesn't complain. Well, she complains
You found a good one.
people she works with. She complains about, but
You found a good one then, because I can't find a woman that wants to keep a damn job.
yeah, no, she loves work. She won't take vacations. You know, how can I take vacation? There's things to do. Okay, all right, you're right. Gotcha. All right. I mean, that's probably why she's 87 pounds, but you know.
Yeah, but she was probably brought up the right way then. She always worked right from the get-go, and that's what's set in your head. That's how I was set. If I didn't have a job, my dad made me work at home, you know, and I didn't have a break or whatever. Wake up at 4 a.m., do this, do that, do this. I got kicked out of school, and my dad, I remember in the principal's office, he looked over at me, he goes, "Well, you got to get a job now, boy." And I had a job since I was 12 years old anyway. That's how I was brought up.
Wow.
Kids
Tell you the
nowadays.
truth, though, I'm like I said, I'm about to turn 61 in a couple of days, and I'm good. It's been a long time I've been working. I might take that check, but I'll keep working though. You know, you gotta keep busy if you want to stay alive.
That's right.
I
Very
can't
true.
lie. I'm looking forward to working because I want to, not because I have to.
I reckon a lot of retired people, you'll see that they'll go back to like a part-time job or something. Just for something to keep going, keep going, keep going.
Especially if the dollar keeps doing what it's doing. You gotta protect your nest egg.
Yeah, exactly. And the way exchange rate is going now for Jesus.
Well, you guys, you know about, obviously, Walmart greeters at the door usually are seniors. Does any other major retailer have greeters at the door anymore?
Yeah, over here we have a Bunnings warehouse. It's sort of like a Home Depot, just like it, but it's called a Bunnings. And they got greeters there.
Oh, okay. Because, there was a
And Big
time,
W.
there
Big
was a
W
time,
has
there,
them.
there was a time when there were greeters at just about every major retailer. And now it's kind of like,
Well, I think the ones at Walmart also double as security, to be honest with you.
I think so too. They have a walkie-talkie too, I'm pretty sure. All the greeters have.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Big W has it, and that's our Walmart. Like it's called Big W.
well, the sad part of it is that Justin will tell you, over the years, Walmart's not as aggressive towards shoplifters
They're
or
not.
whatever.
The APs aren't even allowed to go out in the parking lot after them anymore. They can't go past those posts set by the front door, the posts outside the front door.
And
And then,
Walmart always they always hire handicapped people too. Like if you have
Well, they have to meet a certain quarter every year of, they have to hire.
They don't have to. There's a tax benefit to that.
Well,
think so.
no, but what I'm saying is corporate actually sets a
Corporate rule.
sets a goal
Right, because
for the
there's a tax
HR
benefit.
department.
Right, because there's a tax benefit to that. They're being
Right.
paid.
there is
It's not a federal law or anything, but like I said, Walmart actually sets the HR department a goal. Just like they do with veterans too. They have to hire so many veterans too.
Oh,
Because like if that's the thing too, is if you're a veteran, you can actually go, especially if you're a young guy that just got out of the military, you did like 6-8 years in the military, they'll take you right into a salary management right off the street.
really?
You know how many guys I met that came in as salary management and had never even worked at Walmart, and they started them right off as assistant managers making
Like I
$50,000 a
said,
year.
they're not doing that to be nice. They're doing it because it saves them a
Right.
bazillion dollars a year in taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Part of the
And-
loopholes that they want to close, that the lefts wants to get rid of, so they pay their fair share. And then you know what's going to happen? They're not going to be hiring those people because there's not going to be any benefit to them. They're going to cost them more than they're worth. And
Yeah.
that's a harsh reality of life. Those businesses owe money to their shareholders and they owe money to the people that are employed there. And they have to pay, they're not money, but they owe them. They have to.
I got a question with Big W. Do they have shares? As a manager, do you get stock?
No, you have to buy your own stock, but anybody can buy stock in a company. You don't just get stock given to you. Maybe
Well,
as
they
a
used to do that too.
They
No.
used to.
district managers might, because they get a lot of perks that the store managers don't get. Like they get company vehicles, they get a whole bunch of shit that store managers.
And you get
don't.
your bonuses too, because I was in management. I used to get bonuses every month.
Well, you get bonuses at Walmart every even employees do. You get one every 4 months. But it
Okay.
could,
Back in the day, the advantage of being a salaried manager, because I did it for many, many years, you got insurance for yourself and your entire family. It was your benefits package. But things have changed because of the government interaction with the insurance companies. It became too expensive. It just companies couldn't afford to do that anymore. Same thing with stock sharing and now 401ks. It's become too expensive. People think, oh, I only get $11 an hour. Well, you know what? When I started working, it was a hell of a lot less than that. But it's more than just that. They don't understand. They're also paying 8.5% of your salary towards Social Security. They're also
Yes,
paying
sir.
towards unemployment compensation insurance. FICA. It's amazing how much an employee really costs. If it might be $11, but you're probably costing $22 an hour to work there, and they don't know.
Yep.
They don't understand that. And they think that money comes out of trees.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it actually does. It's paper, pulp, never mind. We used to be able to, we used to get a lot of perks, but I don't know, not anymore.
Well, like I said, Walmart, the salary managers get 1 yearly bonus. Most assistant managers will average between a $8,000 to $10,000 bonus every year. Co-managers, which are between assistants and store, they'll average probably about a 30,000. Now, a store manager, they'll get anywhere between a $50,000 to $60,000 bonus, depending on how well their store did that year.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 different things that factor into your bonuses: theft, customer cleanliness, like or customer surveys, and then the cleanliness of your store, how your store is rated on cleanliness. So those 3 things factor into how much your bonus is going to be every quarter as an
That
employee.
profitability. I worked in salary bonus situations, and you had to make certain percentage profitability, and theft was definitely a big one. You know, I was actually responsible in a chain for retail loss, and but like you said, well, you know what? You were never supposed to chase them into the parking lot. Once they get outside, it's public domain. It's police time. You know,
Well,
that's why they're not responsible for accidents in your parking lot.
Well, about 5 or 6 years ago, APs could chase you out in a parking lot and they could tackle you and arrest you, and Walmart didn't care. As long as you were the AP, you could do that, or you had to be a salary manager. But
Yeah, well, probably
what
after
happened was
200 lawsuits, they stopped doing that.
Well, what happened was about 5, 6 years ago, they chased a guy out in a parking lot that was shoplifting. They tackled him to the ground. They arrested him. And while he was on the ground, he had a heart attack and died.
Well,
And because of that, and it actually happened in Lake Wells, which is the city next to me. And because that happened, Walmart changed their policy nationwide over that one incident.
What the
And they
hell?
said
I mean,
no
what
longer could you put your hands on, like APs now can't even put your hands on you when you're in the store. They can't touch you because the assistant or AP manager, a salary manager at the Walmart down the street from me right now, when I was there for about 4 months helping them out this last year, he got fired because he put his hands on a female customer, when she was shoplifting, and she went to walk out the door and he put her up against the wall. And I saw the video. It wasn't rough. He didn't slam her or nothing. He just grabbed her and put her against the wall real easy. But because he put his hands on her, he lost his job within a week after that. They
What
had to
can
do their.
you do in America now? What the hell? What can you do?
Well, it's like, you'll see people in Walmart. You know how many cases I saw of people walking, and on the video, you would see themselves purposely trip themselves over a pallet.
Yep.
And instead of Walmart calling the sheriff's department saying they're trying to scam us and getting them for some kind of, letting the law enforcement deal with it as some
Insurance
kind of
fraud.
insurance fraud,
Yep.
Walmart would just pay them out.
Oh, for
well,
heaven's
there's
sake.
an amount. There's the same thing in the bowling alley. You know, there's a point where it's more expensive to fight it than give them $5,000 or whatever. You know, you give them a nuisance. You give them what's considered a nuisance amount of money, and that's where your insurances come from.
Yep.
You know how much your insurance costs.
Oh my God. Fucking soft. Fuck.
You know,
So true.
average trip and fall 20 years ago was $5,000.
Well, Walmart's the number one sued company in the world, too. You
Damn.
didn't know that? They
No.
actually have a whole team of like a huge team of lawyers.
Well, in the Detroit
Because of
area, there was a couple that went around, Bill, just like you're saying, that were doing slip and falls all over the city. And in one weekend, they made $280,000.
There was a guy in San Diego who was handicapped, and he would purposely go around to businesses, and he was in a wheelchair, and he would find businesses that didn't have like the handicap ramps, different things like that. And the minute he'd find a business, pictures, and sue the shit out of them because he couldn't get in the door.
God damn.
I remember that my uncle had to deal with him a couple of times. But yeah, he would, that's all he did. He would go around San Diego looking for businesses that had some kind of way that was disrupting his path to get into the store. And then he would sue him for whatever he was labeling it as. I don't know. But
It's crazy, man. That's crazy. Far out.
Well, we got our resident lawyers here now, so,
yeah.
just
JD.
ask JD, he'll tell you.
And he's in his robe. Look at him.
Yeah.
In his mink robe.
Oh yeah, JD, for your comment in the chat.
But you stacking your dolls?
Yeah,
Deflated?
you
Stack
Or
smart
just give me
ass.
some tips.
You smart ass.
Deflate them before you stack them.
Yeah, or they
Well,
fly out
I-
the window too. That's a tip.
I thought that was your diploma from Proctology College.
Yeah, gynecology student. Yep. Yep. Do they still in America? Do they still have the insurance called Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I do too.
That's what I had. That's what I had.
That's one of the biggest, actually.
Man, it was good back in the 80s.
Well, it depends. They got all different kinds of plans and policies,
Yeah.
And the one I have now is better than the Blue Cross I had last year. That's because I
They-
just had to
They
change.
paid for both of my kids, both of my boys being born and everything. They paid. Man, it was awesome. It's pretty cool.
Probably buy you a pack of diapers and then send you a bunch of bills for a year.
That reminds me, I got a check back.
Well, that's what,
I had they just did it. I have no symptoms or anything like that, but they decided to do a MRI or CRT or ABC or whatever on my lungs. And because I smoked back in the day and they wanted to make sure that,
They did a
because
CAT
once
scan?
once you start getting lung cancer symptoms, it's already too late.
Yeah.
And I was
So
clean.
they did a CAT scan, right?
I don't know what they did. It looked like an
MRI.
MRI. It looked like an MRI. I mean, they put me.
MRI.
Dog scan for Bill.
Anyway, but it cost me at the time almost $300, my share of it. But apparently my new policy, I got the check back. They paid me back.
All right.
Oh, they paid you.
Pretty cool. So
You
I'm
got a
paying
good
more
gap.
for my insurance now, but they're paying for more of my medicines and apparently that, which is pretty cool.
I
They
love
got
when,
good gap cover. They got good gap coverage. With,
I love when people from other countries are like, "How do you even have a baby in the U.S.? I don't understand how poor people pay for that." Like they
Well, you
don't.
see, it's a mama.
They sign
and
for
a
med-
daddy, and they get together.
No, I'm just saying it's like they talk about the costs of having a baby. This is it. Either you have the money to pay it out of your own pocket to have a kid, or you're on Medicaid. And Medicaid pays for everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost anybody any damn thing.
Yeah. Well, over here they got Medicaid over in America. We got Medicare over here in Australia.
We have both.
That pays everything.
Medicare is usually for the older crowd.
When my son was born, I had lost my job and I continued to work, Anyway, I kept my policy. Plus my wife had a policy and it's a good thing because he was premature and he cost $70,000 in the first 3 days.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And everything was covered because because the secondary insurance would pick up what the primary wasn't picking up. So that
Yeah,
was a
my son went through Croup for like a week. He stayed in hospital and yeah, they covered all that.
but it was worth every penny carrying that second insurance through Cobra.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
It was
love
a
Blue
lot of
Cross.
money, but it was worth every penny.
I had it for a good 20 years. I loved it. Had life insurance, everything with it. Full contents insurance on the house, everything.
The last time I had great coverage and great back benefits was when I worked for the state of Pennsylvania as a corrections officer. I should have never left that position.
Well,
You
see,
get
like,
the best dental, the best insurance, the best everything, and a pension. And I quit that job, and I should never have left that job. I even had them pay me out of the money that I had built up into my pension.
401.
I took it as a check.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 401. It's a pension, but it was pension plan through the union. You could actually take the money out, which I did. I should have never.
Okay. Yep.
I should have stayed in another 10 years, and I wouldn't have to work right.
There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas when we were younger, and a lot.
Well, after 15 years, you not only get insurance for yourself for the rest of your life and coverage, but also your spouse. So we'd be sitting in pretty great shape.
Oh,
I
hell,
don't, I don't know how that state stays open, to be honest.
yeah. Damn.
Yeah, but Blue Cross, I was gonna say Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's what my kids have through Medicaid.
Oh,
So
it's
they,
connected. It's connected.
you get, yeah, well, what you do is they give you Blue Cross Blue Shield, but the government just pays their insurance to them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But you know what, you saw what Obamacare did. I mean, you were able to buy a policy for yourself and your spouse, outright for $500-600. Now that same policy is almost $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
Holy
that when
crap.
I called for me and Sarah on the Obamacare to get to see how much insurance for me and her was going to be a month, it was almost $1,000. I can't afford that. It's too much. That's a lot of money a month for anybody to have to pay out of pocket. For
I guess I
health
was
insurance.
lucky with every job I had. I always got insurance through the job when I went full time.
Well, that was the way it was back then, Tim.
Yeah. Well,
Not anymore.
God damn.
I mean, the insurance, like through my work and like through Sarah's work, isn't bad if you're by yourself on it. Because like Bill was talking the other day, it wasn't like me. I think it's like $80 a month if I want to have it for myself, which isn't bad a month for one person. But the minute I
It is
add
bad,
anybody
it's
onto it,
Spend
yeah,
that in
but
the
the
bar.
right, but the minute I add Sarah onto it, it almost triples that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we leave the kids. We leave the kids on Medicaid because they pay for everything, and then me and Sarah just have our own policies through our own.
My kids and my wife automatically went on my policy, and I love the dental. They took care of my kids' teeth and my wife's teeth. I didn't care about mine. All I did is worked. I had 3 jobs. I was never home. That's probably why I didn't stay married.
Through my job for just myself, it's about $168 a month for a pretty decent policy. Add my wife to it, it's almost 700. It's between 6 and I don't even know what it is because it's a pre-tax, so you get a little benefit, in the paycheck, but it's about 6.5 a month. That's how much it jumps up.
Wow.
Because they're not required to give a discount to the spouse. So I no longer qualify for Obamacare because they offer it to me so cheap, so much less than Obamacare is. So you have to take it, even though I'm paying more money now because my wife is on it too. That's the glitch. They call that the glitch, the family glitch and that's something that Biden is going to do something about. But the Democrats have been talking about doing something about that since Obamacare started. So they're not going to.
Man, it has changed. But if you think about it, like when I started working, what minimum wage was in the $2 range. Was it $2? But anyway,
when I started working, it was $2.35.
It was $2.75.
Yeah, but wasn't it around the 80s though when pay and like the inflation gap and all that got really fucked up? Like you weren't making enough to survive off of.
Well,
kind of started in the 80s, right?
Survive off the minimum wage. That's not.
No. But what I'm saying is like what you could make off of working out in a grocery store back in the 70s, you could live off of that, right? Versus what you would make in a grocery store.
There's living, could you exist on it? Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But if you were working like where Ron's doing his part-time job right now, if you were working full-time there, you probably wouldn't be able to afford to live by yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Well, a lot of people.
But in the 70s, wouldn't you been able to do that on what you would have been making doing the same job?
You still needed a second job.
Yeah, but
those are entry-level jobs meant for retirees and teenagers just breaking into the freaking workforce, or moms that want a part-time income.
Justin, you're in a dual income family. If God forbid anything happened to Sarah, stopped working today, you couldn't live the way you're living on your salary.
Absolutely not.
No. And so we've transcended. When I was a kid, mom stayed home and dad was.
Well, that's what I'm saying is back then you could live off of one income versus like today you almost need to.
Exactly.
Well, put it this way, in the 70s, 50 cents was 50 cents, but now that 50 cents is probably worth about $10. How the price of money went up.
Goods.
Yeah. I mean, right from when I was 15, I had 3 jobs. I had one that was a 2-hour job. That was easy as fuck. But I've always had multiple jobs. Yeah.
Made a lot
Not
of
the
money.
70s, Justin, maybe the 50s.
Masturbator.
I was a master at the. Never mind. Open up
Yes.
the door I don't want to fucking open.
You did make stroganoff the other night.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was Bruce too, wasn't it?
Bruce too.
Did Paul forget
Bill-
to shut his camera off or what?
No, he's got company and he left it on and said he'd be back, but
Yeah.
Bill, I'm offended that you said you were offended the other night at Matt's stream. That offended me.
You guys are out of control.
Oh man, that was fun.
Bill
That was-
said this is, would you say it's too immature? Even
No.
for you?
You know, something like that, but that's not what I said.
he
Too
wanted it much more.
too juvenile even for
Juvenile.
me.
Yep.
We had a ball.
And I had to laugh because I had visions of Beauchart in my
Yeah,
head.
that's- I
while you were
just was
saying
thinking
that.
of
I was
that.
like, oh.
Oh god, really?
Are we that bad? Like we're worse than Jim?
I was looking for an excuse to get offline. You know, and those jokes are fine, you know, for about a minute. You guys kept going and going, and getting worse and worse. And yeah, it was, you know, it was time to go.
It's funny when we get a full blown, like we dig at each other. Like when it gets full blown, it's funny as hell. Tim, I do too, and no money came from anyone. Yeah, exactly. I didn't get fucking hand fed.
Oh, I don't know anybody that's actually gotten hand fed except for Matt when you feed him the grapes. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, that's why Tim has to over periodically.
Refer to the wall, fucker.
well, I don't have my flag with me. It's in the car. Otherwise, I'd have to handle that.
It's in the car. What he's been displaying it. Fuck Tim all over. All over.
He's- Who's Tim?
That's the number one question he gets when he goes to Walmart. Who's Tim?
Mm.
So I did. I was flying my flags on my car yesterday on the way to Walmart. I left them in the back seat when I got home.
Anyway, to answer Justin's question, I'm thinking back to the 70s, you know, when I was still in high school. But yes, you could get by with a single income family, but not on a minimum wage job. You know, like we were a single income household and my dad was a truck driver. You know what I mean? Killing himself, working a full-time job, and my mom stayed at home. So yeah, that situation was there, but it wasn't based on somebody working at a gas station part-time, you know, or sweeping floors. You could never support a family on that. That's the kind of job where you'd have two of them, you'd be working.
All I'm saying
70
is
70 hours a week.
like when the 80s, I know from like my, research in like the stock market and all that stuff is like the 80s is when, stocks really blew up. And then this is when Wall Street guys started making millions of dollars. Cause I was watching a thing on the stock market and some of these guys that have been in the Wall Street for years and years, they said back in the 50s and 60s, as a Wall Street broker, you really didn't make a lot of money. He said, but when the 80s hit, that was when all of a sudden stocks blew up and they were worth, and then CEOs were getting paid 10 times more than they ever did. Like that's when they said the transition of things seemed to change.
Yeah, but we grew up in a generation.
Economy under Ronald Reagan,
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, we had, Ronald Reagan was the man. Carter was good too, I think. But anyway, our generation was like, we grew up at our parents, only the dad worked. The mom always stayed home cleaning, cooking, and stuff like that. That's how we were raised. When my mom got a job for the first time, I was like, wow, she's going to work. And plus she had to clean the house, do the laundry, do the beds, do every damn thing.
That wasn't always true because in World War II, a lot of women had to go to work.
Well, they were nurses. They were nurses and
They worked in factories. too,
Yeah,
you know.
they had to
Factories,
because of the
factories.
war effort.
yeah, factories and stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's wartime. That was different. 'Cause men were fighting the war.
I'm just saying that wasn't the only time in
Yeah.
history women had to work, though.
Yeah.
Now, my mom occasionally took a part-time job here and there, but she did it just to make extra money.
Yeah, that's That's what my mom did in the early 80s. She was first the operator, you know, when you picked up, and she had the switchboard, and she did that for a while and worked at a sub shop making sandwiches and stuff.
I think I saw her with that, wasn't she on Saturday Night Live on your?
One ringy dingy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one ringy. Oh, I remember that. Oh my god. Come on. One ringy dingy. Yeah.
It's Lily Tomlin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one ringy dingy.
That was funny. That's a good
JD's
one.
sitting there going, who are you guys talking about?
Here you go. Here you go, Tim.
No, I
There
don't
you
like
go.
it.
Yeah, put that up there. Goddamn. Yeah. For that comment, JD. Yeah.
My mother, when she was younger, did an interesting job. She was a key punch operator. You know what that is, Justin?
No, I don't. I mean, I probably would know the position.
Before real computers,
Yep.
you know,
used to
they
make cards.
actually had paper cards, right? And the key punch would actually punch holes in cards, and that's how you program your business machines.
Feed them in.
Okay, I know what that is. I just didn't know the term of the position.
They'd put a stack of those in a tray and it would feed them in. Boom.
Yeah, but they were fast as hell, man. Them girls doing that. They were powered out, man.
No, it's kind of like the way the machines do the bubble tests when you were in school and you had to color in the thing and it read the kind of the same.
Newfound.
What school
Happy
did
Easter.
you go to?
When you had to take the state, no, when you had to
No,
take the state tests, you had to fill in the bubbles with the number 2 pencil and you had to get in the lines.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
how the
yeah,
machine
yeah.
read it.
Yeah,
They
still
would
do that
put it
up
through a
until-
machine and it would scan and read the bubbles. So it's pretty
Yeah,
much
those.
like a more modern version of that.
Yeah, but ours was the puncher. Yeah,
No, the key punch was older than that. That's
A lot,
Jay-Z said he
yeah.
likes to be on top, Justin.
a lot older.
Well, I wanted to say hi to everybody. Sorry, guys, I was kind of there. My son showed up and it's the first time we've sat down and talked with him since, Bonnie's been gone, so.
Well, that's good, Paul.
Nice, Hodges.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we had a good talk, so, yeah.
Hi, Paul.
Your sound's a bit muted and loud.
Muted
you're
and-
fine now.
Muted and loud.
There you go.
overmodulated.
Yeah,
there you
how's that? Is that any better?
That's
Perfect.
that's better. That's
Did
Yeah,
you,
okay, I just had the microphone too close.
did you get your son an Easter basket?
Yeah, really. Well, it's funny. I went to the grocery store yesterday, well, Walmart, and I've got stuff for the kids, for the grandkids, but I just went over to the house, the bag, tied it onto the doorknob and drove away and texted him. And I said, the Easter Bunny's been at your house. So, yes,
That's cool.
yeah. So no, he brought me a coffee and we sat and talked. So
A Newfound, K&D.
Andy scrapping.
It's beautiful out there.
Bill and AZ, yep. And Bill Newfound.
See how nice it is out here? Holy smokes. I think I'm gonna take that bike out finally. It's been so long. Oh,
Go out for a Sunday drive.
I think it's been a while. I have no excuses today. You know, I got nothing to do till Honey gets home.
You haven't rode it since last year. You haven't rode it since last year, haven't you, Bill?
Hey, baby. Huh?
You haven't rode your bike since last year.
It might, no, I don't think it's been that long, but it's been a while. Been a
I
long
remember
while.
one time you said you were going out on a cruise, but
Yeah, no, it's so nice it is. Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that backyard, man. You got
No
palm
wind.
trees.
Well, a little bit of wind. Is the flag moving or?
no, it's got a nice breeze actually.
You got a sauna? You got a sauna?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna get
damn it.
rid
I wanted to get one of those. I wanted to get
I'm gonna
one.
get rid of it though. That's the look. See, it's not even plugged in anymore. They go bad. You know, they don't. And I'll tell you, the other side of it, I think is starting to split. I got this thing over the top of it to protect it from the sun. And are you gonna come out or not?
They're nice ones, though. I wanted to put one in the back of my thing over here, right outside my office.
Yeah, for $350, you know, they're pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
but you only get so long out of them. The pumps go bad, whatever. That is a Salu Spa, Miami.
Salu Spa.
Hot
Yeah,
tubs,
I
not
think they're
saunas,
pretty
Tim.
Yeah,
Your
it's a hot
boyfriends are
tub.
out.
Yeah.
Your boyfriends are out.
I had an
And they
8-man
were-
hot tub and I ended up giving it away because what I didn't like about it was you had to, not only the maintenance, but you had to keep checking the chemicals all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
My dad
Yeah,
has one
well,
like
your
Bill's there,
boyfriend-
the inflatable ones.
That's the worst thing part about them is all the chlorine you gotta put in, the different salt you gotta put in.
He uses something different than chlorine. There's another chemical you can use. I'm sure it's the same type of thing, but
They got chemicals over here that we have a dam out back. We can throw this chemical in there. It makes the dam blue. It just like
Nice.
brings the blue water up and then holds all
All right,
the.
I gotta jump off. I'll see you guys later.
Don't jump, just walk. You don't want to hurt yourself. You'll be rolling around like Matt the next thing you know.
use lotion, Justin. Don't go in dry. See you, buddy.
I'll
right,
see
see
you
you
guys
later.
later.
Justin,
Take it
thanks
easy,
for being
Justin.
here.
He's going on a Keister egg hunt.
Yeah, there you go.
A keister egg hunt? I've never in my life heard that before.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's
I never
hilarious.
heard that one either.
All
All right, Justin, take it
Hey,
easy.
Justin.
He's probably having a phone conference with Matt.
Yeah, there you go.
What kind of wine should I keep on drinking?
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
the dogs out.
hey, Marshall, yeah, I see that the house is sold, eh? So that'd be cool. All you gotta do is find another one now, well, unless you've already got that planned already.
I think they did. Seems like
Yeah, usually you find a house first and then.
I thought I remembered it. Arizona saying they
Well,
got
he
a new
was,
one.
was he moving to Phoenix or?
I believe so.
I think he was down down a lot lower, I think in Texas, or
I think he was
Arizona.
moving- Wasn't he moving to Phoenix area or?
I think.
I
so.
think, yeah, I think he's moving up to Phoenix or someplace farther away from the border.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
That's where he was. There's a lot of crime and everything else, so.
Your mic's still a little loud, Paul.
Oh, hang on, let me go to.
Oh, that's better.
No, it was
Is that-
because
is
you
that
had it
better?
close to your, yeah, you had it close to your
Let
mouth.
me change this bit here if I can.
You sound good,
Uh,
Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, if you keep it away from your mouth, it sounds great. Sounds
Yeah.
perfect. Yep.
Okay. Now,
Hey, Tim, I bet it's the first time you said that.
Good on you, Bill. Good on you, Bill.
Like that?
it looks like
Sorry
I got
about
to
the-
charge. It looks like
sorry
I
about
got
the
to
barking.
charge these things. I'm down to 30%.
Sorry about the barking out there. Do you see the girl's boyfriends, how big those dogs are?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah.
They race
Wow.
back and forth. They get along good. And they love my little dogs, but they can't play together because they accidentally step on them and stuff. And
Yeah.
they can't keep up with Mandy. They won't catch. The one dog is so fast. My bigger Shih Tzu, it's like a little rocket. She catches squirrels and birds and
Really?
birds.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
That's
The
what
only-
I want a Shih Tzu. I want a Shih Tzu. I want a lap dog.
You'll ever
Yeah.
do right there.
Hey, I got something here I want to show you guys. We got a weather person around here. I don't know if you guys know her or not, but anyways, this is her here. Here she talks there. Yeah, look at her name.
Oh my God.
Good. Ida Hung.
She's pretty though. She's
Oh,
pretty.
pretty.
God.
Ida
Get her number. Get her number for me. I'll give her
Not a
call.
hung.
Hung.
She's pretty.
I like.
Arizona
Oh
says
my
they're
God.
still looking, and yes, in Phoenix, I believe.
Phoenix. Ooh.
I like Chinese. I
Little
like-
China girl.
Oh yeah, David Bowie, Little China Girl.
I was doing Monty Python.
Oh yeah.
Come up to your
I
knees.
missed that. I missed the Monty Python show.
Well, you know, if that chick was to marry Rob Lowe, she'd be Ida Hung Low.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God, Paul. I'm drunk and that even made me crack up. Far out. Ida hung low. What was that guy on that movie 16 Candles? What was his name?
Saw that movie.
I haven't seen it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
The Chinese guy on 16 Candles.
Yeah.
Instead of
How
his
about
name.
She married Dr. No, she'd be, I don't know.
Hey. Oh, I forget what he said. His name. 16 Candles.
Holy
Mm.
mackerel, look at
Long duck dong.
Marshall
Yeah,
said
that's
it's gonna
it.
be,
That's
Marshall
it.
said it's gonna be 99 degrees there tomorrow. Holy crap, that's too hot.
You can keep that there.
It's spicy. The dry heat though.
Well, that's like how it is over here. It's a dry heat. Humidity, you can cut it with a knife. Man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well, with the Great Lakes around here, we get all that humidity in the summertime. That's what makes it so freaking hot.
Yeah. I'm
Murray said
overly
your name,
excited.
Paul Murray.
Not humid in Florida at all.
Yeah. Just when
Hey,
the hurricane goes through.
That's
Yep.
a lie, by the way. It's just lying to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, we can tell if you're lying here. I'll go to the Weather Channel here.
You're moving.
Uh,
It's not humid today. But that's all.
Yeah,
relative.
well, it says the humidity is 83%.
Oh,
That's
see,
quite high.
after a while, it feels normal.
Yeah.
So you don't live near Bradenton, do you, Bill? That's where my cousin is. Bradenton.
Wait. What was that? I don't think so, because I'm not sure. I've heard of it. I'm not sure where it is.
Yeah, me neither. I don't. Yeah.
East Florida.
So did you live in North Jersey or South Jersey? I lived in South Jersey.
North Jersey. You could see Manhattan from our living room window.
Was that the Hudson River or?
Well, I wasn't that close, but we were Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. If you look at
Oh.
if you look on the map, it's like directly west of Manhattan, about 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Yep. I lived in Pennsville and Pennsgrove. I lived in Pennsgrove for the winter of 79. No, the winter of 81, I think it was. No, winter of 79. It was really bad in Pennsgrove, New Jersey at that time.
My best friend in college was from White House Station. Do you know where that is?
White House, yeah. That's near are you talking about White Horse or White House?
No, White House. It's not too far from Trenton, I guess, or Brunswick, New Brunswick, central western part of the state. And then other good friends down from Egg Harbor and Margate.
Margate's not. That's I like Buna and everything like that. Like White Horse is down by is near Voorhees, New Jersey.
That's where Jason's from.
Yeah. It was named after him. Yeah, I like New Jersey, but I grew up in Southern Jersey. I really liked it. But I wrestled in Mount Ephraim, Cherry Hill, Camden.
They all have like Maryland accents down there. I mean, like good friends of mine were from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which is
Cherry Hill. I wrestled there. Yep.
Oh, did you?
I wrestled in Atlantic City. That was the worst competition. They call it the dungeon. You go down in the gym and you're in a cage. It's like, what the fuck?
You know, the last time I was in Jersey, it was in Atlantic City. The gambling wasn't even there yet. That's how long that's been.
Wow. I remember going there and Donald Trump was building the Taj Mahal.
It was a shithole before, because it had been, it was the shit.
Yeah.
And then it just was falling in disrepair. And then they brought in the gambling and brought all that money in. But
Well, that's like Pennsgrove, where Bruce Willis lived. Bruce Willis was going to bring back the economy and open up the deck again, the harbor and everything. He was going to revitalize it. They had a fight with the council, and he just broke off and didn't do it.
Laura.
Hey, Hey, little Emma Laura's in here.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Laura, how are you? But Bruce Willis, he grew up in Pennsbury, but he's German. He's from Germany or something.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Germany.
I didn't know
Something.
that.
How you doing, Laura?
Yeah,
What do you-
Laura, have you heard from Rob lately in the last day or two? I know we talked, I texted him a couple days ago, back and forth a couple times, so.
Yeah, I like New Jersey. I thought it was pretty good.
And
But I like North Carolina better when I moved there. I love it.
Camden, New Jersey, might
Oh,
watch.
I got somebody at my front door right now.
I don't like Camden. I don't like Camden at all.
Nobody does. Sick trumpet. The only America.
But it's the only one that had cobblestone roads still. I remember that.
What,
Like
Camden?
old Jersey. Why do we
Yeah,
need a new one?
Camden. You drive through.
Is Laura having a game show today?
I don't know. Oh, his wife said he is okay. So there you go.
Who's barking?
I don't know.
Paul's kids.
He accidentally got muted.
I think he can mute on his headphones. I think there's a button or
Or
something.
maybe somebody can click on the mute button.
Somebody already did.
Somebody did indeed.
Dogs was barking.
JP.
Yeah, I made everybody moderators, so
I took note.
co-host.
Oh, I got power.
Yeah.
You got the power.
I don't know if I've got all this.
You thought about it at the same time I did, JD. Oh, hell.
So JD, are you gonna get up to go fly today, or what's the weather like there?
No, it's shit. The whole week's gonna be shit. I have an Easter lunch today, so I got that drone car, the RC drone car thing. So
Oh, did you?
I'll probably play with that today with the family. Check it out. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, Bill. JD got a car that flies.
It's a little toy grade thing, but it'll probably be a little fun to play with at least.
Have a camera?
No. I have a camera, so I'll be recording it, but it's super cheap. I mean, it was $30.
That sounds like fun.
I just got a message. My brothers wanted to Zoom with me in about an hour.
There you
Ooh,
go.
I haven't seen my brothers in 20 years.
He's,
Ooh, there you
he's
go.
looking. He's looking to mend fences.
Easter
I don't
reunion.
think that fence will never be mended.
In the spirit of Easter, keep your heart open.
That's weird.
Easter. I better make some Easter phone calls, guys.
Okay, Bill. Hey,
All right,
thanks
Bill,
for
good
being in
talking to
here,
you.
buddy.
Good talking to you, Bill.
You're always welcome, Bill.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
You guys
And thanks for helping us keep Tim in line.
I don't know what I did. Oh, look
You're
at
lucky I fell asleep on the couch and didn't keep on
Oh,
drinking.
I just got us some Easter lilies.
look at that.
Lilies. Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Gonna drop it on the floor though. What you doing?
What the problem is
He's
his
dancing
dog
with it.
will grab it right off the table.
He don't know he's muted. He don't know he's muted.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
muted, Paul.
Look at the dog.
Yep.
You're
Just-
muted, Paul. Sorry, I muted you.
So I can pee.
It's all your fault, JD.
It's my fault. I ruined it.
All your fault. All your fault. Good
Okay,
talking.
there we go. Okay.
Good talking to you, Bill.
That was from my dog groomer.
Oh,
That's
the
loud.
dog
Yeah,
groomer.
that's the one that does Vader all the time.
Yeah, well, they'll tear that baby up in no time.
Well, I put it up in the corner. They can't reach it now.
Bill's leaving us, Paul.
Oh, is he leaving? Bye, Bill. Yep.
Thanks again, Bill.
Yeah.
See you, Bill.
Thanks for
Take
being
care,
here,
man. Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Happy Easter.
Thanks for being you, Bill.
Okay,
Thanks for
so
being-
little Laura says his wife said he is okay. That's good. Okay.
JD.
Yeah,
you always
kind of wonder
care.
how Rob's doing. Yeah.
Hey, AZ, how are you, buddy?
Well, lots of visitors this morning, Paul.
Yeah.
We got my son and now my dog groomer.
Nice.
Very good.
Well, they're having a sale on those plants right now at every retail outlet.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. Easter.
Are they? Yeah.
I'll have to take them. Yeah,
Easter lilies.
yeah.
My mom, I used to get her the fake ones, so they stayed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I got, yeah.
This is going to be a weird Zoom call.
Yeah, well, just go potty first. Get yourself a little beverage to sit there, and don't run into the door on the way out.
Oh God, I'm 50. My one brother is 52. My other brother is 54, and we haven't gotten along since my mother passed. So, and that was 1995.
Oh,
I don't know if that path will ever be mended. What did AZ say? You just saw me, Tim. What? I didn't just see you. Where did I see you?
well, you said hi to him. Hi to AZ, and he said you just saw me. I've been here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, bud. I can't believe I actually got a text like that. Let's wait till your brothers get here, and maybe they will like to join us. Oh God, damn.
That's
Wow.
weird. Police cruiser's still there. Huh?
Sounds like an Easter family reunion to me, doesn't it, JD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All your
It'll be
eggs in
good.
one
It'll be
basket.
both of my brothers, and they're like posh. Like my brother's a colonel in the Air Force, retired.
Well,
My
this
other
would be
brother-
one Easter when, like JD says, all your eggs are going to be in one basket.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm going to have a Zoom call with these posh people. They're like, and that's going to be there. Oh, good. Hey, how you doing?
Well, you could, in the spirit of Easter, you could reposition your camera so that it's not there.
I could, but it makes good sense to have it there. What we went through.
Maybe not, Tim. Now,
Yeah,
let's
maybe not.
let's think of this over now.
Yeah.
You haven't talked to them in 25 years. Now's not the time to be showing them your wall art. You know what I mean?
I could turn it a little bit or move the monitor because it's on top of the monitor.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
scooch the monitor a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound morbid or anything, but a couple minutes would be a full week. Bonnie was gone.
A
Oh,
full week. That went
Yeah.
quick.
It was last Sunday at 10 or 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that went quick, man.
Yeah, that was past a week. Almost seemed like yesterday.
Yeah.
But anyways, so what the Arizona Marshal there, somebody got a bulletproof vest coming tomorrow. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
Arizona,
Is it
they
that
were
bad down there?
talking about that a while ago, getting one. I didn't think those were legal. Didn't think you could
I didn't-
legally get those.
I didn't think you could either.
oh
Well,
no,
I
you can buy
haven't been back
body armor. Yes, oh yeah.
I haven't
Must
been
have-
back home in
They
a
must
while.
have changed
I don't
that because those were not
Just-
legal.
You can go on Amazon and order body armor.
know. Hmm.
So I wonder if it's
you
legal to
can-
buy
it-
it, but not legal to have it type thing. or-
Yeah, it's one of those gray laws, like, it's like around here, you can get that real dark tint for your cars, but don't put it on your car.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm. Why wouldn't you? I've always wondered why did they kept it illegal to get.
Well,
Well, they don't want people going around thinking they're invincible and
it's craziness because it's a defensive item. When was
Yeah,
the last time you ever heard of anybody being killed by a body armor?
Yeah, but remember
No,
a cop
but-
killer? Remember a cop killer? The bullets that go through armor piercing.
Armor pierced, yeah, but for somebody to have that kind of stuff too, though, and use it, right?
Yeah,
That's it.
I know it came out in the 80s, but not a lot of people used it because they could probably track you down in a heartbeat.
AD, tell your new buddy Tim something, man.
He's starting on me again.
AZ, What?
Dave always starts on me.
AZ David Martinez. David M. Is it Martinez?
So 2000 would be. Okay, that's 8 o'clock. So
54
Right.
bucks and it's,
Yeah.
but is it
I don't know
actually
if I'd
bulletproof
put my
though?
life on the line.
It's
For
yeah,
54
not for
bucks.
$54. I said,
That's not-
that's what he does. Yeah, but but that doesn't say it's armor. does
that
it?
can't be. That can't be.
No, it's just the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tactical
The
vest.
security black, just saying that you're security.
yeah.
Holds all your guns and stuff.
It wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be. Pledge.
Besides, those
Media
things
can
that are
have them,
security
okay.
vests are gonna weigh something too, right? So. And you're not gonna buy it for 55 bucks.
There is-
Hell, hell no.
Arizona says the media is allowed to have the vests.
Media can have them. Oh,
Did not know that.
I wonder if people in the ambulance and stuff like that can have them.
yeah.
Never know.
Can't say I'd want to be wearing one all the time because you carry extra weight all the time.
Yeah,
and it'd be,
And
it
they're
would be kind of,
stiff and-
you would think it'd be kind of restrictive too, right?
Yeah, they're stiff.
You know,
It's
I had
like
to
a
wear that
super
back
build.
brace at Home Depot and that crap, man, it would get sweaty and
yeah.
Yeah.
That is really weird. There's a cop car sitting back here at the parking lot at the funeral home. He's been there for 2 hours. But nobody in it.
is he, oh,
There you
say
go.
maybe he's hiding.
Yeah, but it doesn't say if it's.
Bulletproof.
Is it bulletproof? What, for a pellet gun or something or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. It does. Right. No, that shows the pocket.
I don't know what bulletproof vest would do anyways, because somebody shot you in the head, wouldn't make any difference
Yeah.
you wearing that or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's what all these video games are training the kids to do is headshots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Headshots.
Shoot it right.
I'm trying to find like more expensive ones because you'd think that they would be.
Yeah, but you got the mesh covering. What's that mesh stuff called? I forget. Lost my train of thought.
AZ thinks that we should test one out.
I got the perfect one for you, Tim.
No, you don't.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez.
Oh my God. Get over here.
Mike.
Get over here. Scorpion and shit in real life. Get over here.
That's in case you fall off your motorcycle at 100 mile an hour, right?
I
Yeah.
wish I had that about 40
Fine,
years,
protect-
35 years ago. When I laid my 250 down, I wish I had that then.
Look at that. That's the one that was just straps. That's the one Dog the Bounty Hunter would wear with no shirt on under it.
Yeah. Is he still going?
I think he doesn't have his show going, I don't think, but I think he's still doing stuff.
Yeah, I heard she passed away.
It's funny because she passed away and he's like, oh, I'll never remarry and blah blah blah. And it was like 2 months, maybe 3 months, he found somebody and remarried.
Oh my God, really?
Oh my gosh.
I used to watch that all the time. But
I did
he's
too. Yeah, it
funny,
was really funny.
but funny as hell, man.
He'd
There's
like
Rob.
Got him for
Rob's in the chat.
cuss
Rob's
them
in
all
the
out
chat.
and then walk with Christ, bruh.
Mhm.
Hey Rob.
How you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Get up
Hey,
here.
Rob. Hey, how's it going?
Get up on the panel. Get up here.
Hey, Rob.
That's like everybody's talking about
Happy
this
Easter,
Tiger King.
Laura and Rob, in case I haven't told you that.
This Tiger King. They're like, oh, you gotta watch it, Jacko. I'm like, I watched one episode and couldn't even make it through. It was stupid. Oh my God, the stupidest show I ever saw in my life. Tiger King.
Protecting your mojo.
Yep. Damn.
So what time's your family reunion, Tim?
I don't know. I don't think it'll happen because she don't understand the time difference. She's in her 70s, so
Oh,
she just had her. She had her. What the hell? Knees. She had her right knee done. We've been talking for a while. She takes care of my dad
Oh,
because he has
well, how old is your dad now?
75.
Ah,
No, hold on. I gotta remember that. He was born in 46. So what's that?
do the math.
Okay. 2022 minus 19.
So 122 minus 46.
46 is 76 this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
His birthday is August 25th. So he turns 76 August 25th. Mine's August 3rd.
ah,
Now, but yeah, AZ, it's not old, but he has he's been dealing with something for 2 years.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's. And,
Yeah.
Mia wants to go out again.
I don't want to bring that up. Sorry, Paul. But, yeah.
No, that's fine. No.
Yeah.
Well, Bonnie was more dementia, but she did have a bit of
Dementia,
Alzheimer's there too.
It's not funny, but it was when I talked to him about a year ago. I just said, I called him up to see how he was doing. He goes, oh, yeah. And he called me my brother's name the whole entire conversation.
Oh yeah. But you have to accept that.
Yeah. But it was weird because what my brother did, my brother was in the Air Force right from high school, you know.
Yeah.
But the stuff he was saying was me, but with my brother's name, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird.
Oh, so I got my battery charged up. I got an empty SD card, and I guess no phone call from my agent. So I guess I'm not flying today.
Well, you can fly for fun, Paul.
Yeah. Well, I got more work cut out for me. I'm going down to my sister's here. I'm actually gonna get off in a few minutes here. I got 3 batteries I got to load up in the truck and a bunch of other stuff here. And but I'm taking the dogs with me. I'll put the cage in the back and gonna take them with me today. I'm going down to my sister Diane. She's doing supper up around 4 o'clock for me, but I'm gonna try and get all the lawnmowers running and get them ready to go. On my big 0 turn, I got to do a tune-up oil change. I got to put new blades on, pulleys. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna try and get all that done today. But the dogs need a good run. So
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Could have mowed yesterday because it's gonna rain all week, it looks like. So now I'm gonna have to
well, the next 2 days are gonna be miserable here. Holy mackerel, it's gonna get cold. Well, it's cold now, but it's gonna warm up like 47 degrees. But next 2 days they're calling for rain and snow and 100%, 90%.
it's the
And
worst
but
up and
then
down.
both Thursday, it's going up about 60 degrees. It looks like it's
That's-
gonna stay there.
That's what ours has been doing. But then it drops, and then we've had it go up to 60 or 70 2 or 3 times, and then snow right after. Like,
Yep, it just well, it is the spring, but
yeah,
Oh,
like,
we
it's
had
usually bad, but
4
this
days.
has been the worst that we've had for
Yeah.
a while.
We had 4 days off, and the last 2 days it's been raining.
yeah, it just
Today it rained even. So
yeah. 34 right now feels like 25 out there, so it's cool, but it's just but there's an inbound spring storm. Could be an overachiever, it says.
oh crap. Yeah.
But
One of the
see, if
days
you
it was
go
nice
to
winter.
you go here, mix tomorrow, mix for precipitation 100%, 60 on Tuesday. But look at this. Well, Friday you got showers, but look at the temperature. Like it's
Yeah.
39, then it going to 63, 60, 30, 63, 64. So like, we got the big
That's
warm up
correct.
coming.
Pretty similar
Yeah.
to ours. Almost exactly.
And we start
Just
getting
a
those
little bit higher.
temperatures. Yeah, that grass is gonna go poop.
Yep.
Gotta be ready.
I reckon we're gonna get frost this year in Queensland again, I think.
Yeah.
But it's 20 right now, but it feels like 15. It's cold.
Well, do you do get frost down there?
We did last year. We went down to 0. So
Yeah.
we got frost, but we didn't get snow. And everybody's saying we're going to get snow this year. I was like, no, I don't want it.
Lilacs will be blooming sometime this week, right in the middle of that rain. So that's gonna suck because if it's any kind of hard rain, it's gonna knock all the
This week was the Free National
petals off.
newspaper for Wales, published between 1988 and 2000.
Where's that coming from?
What is
Established
that?
by
Alexa,
Stephen-
stop.
Oh, it's Alexa.
Nobody even said the word.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, right now we had rain, was it yesterday or whatever? Knocked all the bugs off the trees, eh? Oh, freaking, what a mess. The
Yeah.
ground. And I,
that was-
and the funny thing is it's gonna get cold again at night and stuff, and then warm during the days. Oh, sap's gonna start running the second time. Cause I've already had my, cause I got a big maple tree there, I parked my truck under it. Well, crap, there for about 2 weeks, there freaking sap running down my windshield, and it just, what a mess.
I get a little
Wow.
bit from the Bradford pear tree I have up front. It's got all
Yeah.
kinds of nasty stuff. The flowers stink. It's got berries that are like hard. But when they get heated up, it's a mess. The whole tree sucks, but
Hey, look who's in the chat,
Blind
Mr.
Neil.
Blind Neil. Hey, good
while.
morning. Welcome there, Blind Neil. Hey, it's been a
Hey,
while,
Blind
bud.
How you doing?
Yeah, I think Blind Neil, you're gonna get the worst of it because you're more north than I am, and Paul. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're gonna get the worst of it, I think, because I think they're calling for snow up there, I think.
I just went to Neil's channel the other day because I thought maybe I was unsubscribed because I hadn't seen any.
Yeah, actually, I should go down and check that right now while you think.
He just hasn't been putting any videos out.
No, I'm still subscribed. Yep, okay. I just want to make
I
sure I
don't-
still am. Yeah.
I don't think she knows what the time is over here.
Who?
My dad's friend. I don't think
Oh.
she knows. They're all coming to her house
Oh.
for Easter dinner, but I don't think she knows the time over here.
Trying to have a family reunion with them, Paul,
Oh, like, so where are
on
they?
Zoom. On Zoom.
Wisconsin.
Oh, they're in Wisconsin, so, okay, so it's gonna be a Zoom, thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay,
I don't think she knows it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't think.
yeah.
I don't think. I'll send her a message a little bit.
Marie's gotta go run, so, hey, see ya, Marie, have a good one.
See you,
Yeah, I
Marie.
think I'm gonna
Take
hop off
care.
here as soon as Murray
Yeah.
gets back.
Yeah, I wanna get going pretty soon here. I don't know where Paul went, but anyways, Blind News said, yeah, it's still cold up there. I can imagine it's cool up there yet.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, he's up there, way up there by Sault Ste. Marie there area, so.
Yeah.
You still got snow there, Neil? Just kind of curious. Yeah, I got some batteries to load up. I got a jug of oil. I got some pulleys I got to load up, and I'll probably take I got those Easter lilies. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll take them down, give them to my sister or something. Or
Yeah.
like what am I going to do with flowers? You know,
Yeah.
they'll be dead in 2 days here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them
It
though.
was
They're cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're Easter lilies, right? So, and they still got some ones that haven't even opened up yet. So,
Yeah.
so Neil
I'll be
says he
right
hasn't
back.
posted anything in a while instead of sharing the same old crap over and over again.
Be
Well,
right
it
back.
snowed on Friday up there, he said. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
enough. We don't need any more of that crap.
So
Uh.
yeah, it was last week. I went to lunch one day and there was some kind of freezing. I don't know what it was, like a sleet,
Like an
kind
ice
of, but
pellet.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was really fine.
Yeah.
but it was trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep that crap
Wow.
out of here.
We usually get that in March, not so much in April.
I know that's what this year's been just the worst.
Because, like, like April showers bring May flowers, right?
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna
you
get
know, but when you
May
get the snow and
snowing.
ice, and, yeah. Dog wants to go back outside again. Freaking yo-yos. Oh, well, I'll take him out for a good run today. I don't want to even tell them that I'm gonna take them out because it'll drive me nuts until I get everything loaded. Because they're used to me going out the door and leaving them behind, right? So, unplugged my battery chargers. There we go. Go. Don't need it plugged in. Take the batteries off because they're all charged up. So,
Well, what do you guys think?
yeah, I think it's time, Paul. I want to start loading the truck.
You
I'm
got
gonna
things
head
to
down
do.
Diane. So,
JD's dying to go out and do something, whether it's good or bad. And Justin, he's got to get all primped up for the family reunion.
Tim,
yeah.
Tim,
Yeah, but it's 1:30 here, or going to 1:30. I don't think I'm ready to go to bed.
yeah.
Well, because it was at 1:30 Wisconsin time.
No, it's 11:16. It's 1:16 here. But my
Oh.
brother got there at 10. I don't know.
Well, everybody's probably having a hard time trying to figure out the time
Yeah,
change and all that. Because you could be middle of the afternoon here, but it's middle of the morning for you.
Yeah, I don't think she knows the time.
Hey,
difference.
you go to work tomorrow or no?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay, so.
Yeah, tomorrow's only today's Sunday here, so you're Monday morning there, aren't you? No.
Monday morning.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Monday morning. 1:17 a.m.
Yep.
Monday's my dry day because I got to go back to work, so can't drink.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, everybody in the chat,
Thanks.
thanks for being here.
Bye, guys.
We'll
See you, everybody.
around-
Have a good one. See you all next time.
You're gonna
Yeah.
be around tonight, Paul, or you're gonna be at your sister's?
If I am, I might be late, Paul, because she said you're gonna eat about 4 o'clock. So it'd be
Well,
5 o'clock before I leave there with the dogs and everything, get them going, it's gonna be 5:30 or so before I get home. So
Yeah, we'll just play it by ear, Paul.
yeah, we'll play by ear. I'll give you a call when I'm on my way
All right.
home. I'll give you a
Everybody,
heads up.
thanks for being here. JD, Tim, everybody in the chat, thank you very much. Good to see
Yeah.
you all. Happy
Yep.
Easter to everybody.